Signature Archive recording. Mark 30-second stations. Your next and final time cue will be with 15 seconds until airtime. Stations, please be advised that you must disable your streaming to websites and apps during this IMG broadcast. Coming up on 15 seconds until airtime, Mark 15-second stations. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. This is where the dogs play.
Shakes and bakes, drives, high kiss off the glass, blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed, pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop, oh, yeah!
Welcome to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Now to courtside along with Chuck Dowdle. Here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another night of Georgia Bulldogs basketball tonight from the half-century home of the Dogs, Stegman Coliseum in Athens, as 5-4 Georgia takes on the Golden Grizzlies of Oakland University with a record of 4-7. The Bulldogs are eager to rid themselves of the bitter taste remaining from that 2-point loss to nationally ranked Arizona State last Saturday. Bitter because Georgia led by 18 points in that game. The Dogs have 2 games coming up before next week's Christmas break, and this group would certainly like to hit that point in the schedule on a positive note. So that means performing well tonight against a team that loves to play with tempo and shoot threes. That formula, however, has not generated wins for Oakland recently. The Grizzlies from Rochester, Michigan, have lost 4 of their last 5 games. Georgia looks to stay above 500 with a win tonight as we head into the Tech game on Saturday in Atlanta. It's the Bulldogs and the Grizzlies coming up tonight. Our courtside show brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Chuck Dowdle joins me next on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, Georgia peaches don't just come from Georgia. They come from farms in Georgia, worked by farmers, working hard to cultivate the crops that drive the state's economy. That's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with support through advocacy and benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. Join online for just a couple bucks a year. Easy as peach cobbler.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. And our free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you do something about that check engine light. If your light is on, the Fix Finder can help you find the likely cause for free, helping you save time and money down the road. And right now, we got great low prices on Lucas Complete Fuel Treatment at only $4.99 and Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer at only $10.99. Visit any of our 133 Atlanta AutoZone locations and let us do more for you. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Hey, welcome back to Athens, Stegman Coliseum, as we get ready for Georgia and Oakland tonight. Our Bulldog Courtside Show brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Along with Chuck Dowdle, And our producer-engineer, Tony Schiavone, Scott Howard with you once again. Cabell Philpott's in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, and Adam Gillespie is with us tonight as well.
That alone is worth the price of admission.
Well, the broadcast has just gone downhill after that. No, I'm just teasing. All right, Chuck, I was going to ask you about this Oakland team. As we said in the open, they play with tempo. They shoot a lot of threes. But I'm not sure how many players they're going to have available tonight. We've already got numerous roster changes from this Oakland team, and we haven't tipped off yet. We're still less than 20 minutes away from getting this one underway.
Yeah, an interesting development. One of their players, they were uncertain about his eligibility. So what did they do? They come to us before the game and say, is your compliance guy here? They get him on the phone, our compliance guy, Georgia's compliance guy, who goes over the rules, and no, he's not eligible. So now a player that they show up with is not eligible to play. I'm not sure what it's an academic issue, as I understand it. He's a transfer.
Right.
And so, that's just one of the setbacks that they've had. They did, however, get to walk between the hedges at Sanford Stadium today.
All right, well, good for them. It's a moment that they will remember. Hopefully tonight is something they'll remember, too, if Georgia can play very well here. Georgia and Oakland are coming up. We'll continue with our courtside countdown show with Cabell Philpott in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios next on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Get ready for a meal to remember, because Kroger is here to help you save on an amazing spread for your holiday party. Enjoy low prices on the perfect turkey or ham, delicious produce that's always fresh, plus delightful desserts from the bakery. And save on everything you need to celebrate the season deliciously. That's how you holiday.
Kroger brand spiral sliced hams are $1.59 a pound, and pint blueberries or 6-ounce raspberries are 2 for $5 with card. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
The holidays are here, and now's the time to head to Kroger for the digital coupon savings event. Just get your coupons at Kroger.com or on the app and take home hot deals on select Marie Callender's pot pies, family-sized Cheez-It snack crackers, General Mills cereal, and so much more. And you can use your coupons up to 5 times in one transaction. So visit Kroger.com today and save more with digital coupons. That's how you holiday. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Ask yourself, if you built a van for your business, where would you start? At the beginning, of course, with the people who invented the work van over 100 years ago, Mercedes-Benz. You'd give your new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter advanced technology and safety to keep you connected and protected. You'd make it available in diesel and gas, and there would be thousands of configurations and upfits to choose from. You build it right here in the USA, because your one-of-a-kind business deserves nothing less than a van that's built for you. Introducing the all-new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, the safest, most innovative Sprinter yet, starting at just $33,790. Built for you, the all-new Sprinter, built in the USA. Mercedes-Benz, vans, born to run.
MSRP excludes all options, taxes, title, registration, transportation charge, and dealer prep fee. Options, model availability, and actual dealer price may vary. See dealer for details about costs and terms. Equipment described as optional. 2019 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter available soon.
Welcome back to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Now, scores and highlights from around college basketball. Let's go inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Here's Cabell Philpott.
Dogs getting set to battle against the Oakland Grizzlies at Stegman Coliseum just after 7 o'clock. Tip-off from Stegman as we take you around the SEC. Now, at the moment, 3 other SEC teams in action, as well as the Georgia Bulldogs, Missouri, and Xavier getting together in Columbia, Missouri at 7 o'clock. Alabama will host Liberty at the Von Braun Center in Huntsville, Alabama. Neutral site game between the Crimson Tide and the Flames at 8. Also at 8 o'clock, Florida in the Exactech Arena will take on Mercer. Top 25 action, they're almost at halftime in Durham, North Carolina. Number 2, Duke leading Princeton 39-26. About 30 seconds remaining in the first half. R.J. Barrett, 13 points for the Blue Devils so far in this ball game, as Duke trying to improve to a 7-0 undefeated home record. 10-1 would be their record. Could they get the win tonight against Princeton overall? 15th ranked Ohio State playing Youngstown State in Columbus at 7 o'clock. An 8 o'clock tip in the Fog is top ranked Kansas playing South Dakota. Also at 8 o'clock, Syracuse goes head-to-head with number 14 Buffalo at the Carrier Dome. 9 o'clock tip from Spokane, 8th ranked Gonzaga, reeling from their loss on the road at Chapel Hill on Saturday night, takes on UT Arlington. Also a 9 o'clock tip, number 20 Marquette gets together with North Dakota. And at 9, number 23 Iowa and Western Carolina, Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City, Iowa. The Georgia Bulldogs in action tonight just after 7 o'clock at Stegman Coliseum. Georgia taking on Oakland this evening. We will get the thoughts from head coach Tom Crean right after these messages. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, and they're also there for the times they're not. But you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Did you know Georgia is one of the leading producers of pecans in the entire world? That's how hard Georgia farmers work to help cultivate the state's economy. And that's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with agricultural research and assistance programs and access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. So, get cracking.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
There's a common misconception that all chicken sandwiches from the South are the same. Cue Zaxby's new buttermilk and hand-breaded Southern Sweet and Smoky and Southern TLC chicken sandwiches. One has sweet pickles, lettuce, smoky backyard sauce, and a potato bun. The other, a perfected classic with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Both served with crinkle fries in a 22-ounce tray. The Southern chicken sandwich will never be the same. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
You're listening to Georgia Basketball. Now, time for your all-access trip inside the Dogs' locker room and a visit with UGA head coach Tom Crean. With Coach Crean, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Back here at Stegman Coliseum, Georgia and Oakland tonight. Coach Tom Crean is here as we take a look at tonight's ball game. Coach, I'll ask you about Oakland in just a second, but I want to ask you, if you're scouting Georgia, what are they looking for from your team tonight?
Well, they're probably hoping that we don't bounce back from a tough loss the other night, and they're probably trying to slow us down at some point, but they're probably going to dare us to shoot as well, and I think we'll see a lot of zone tonight. Coach Campy made a comment that that this was not one of his best defensive teams in his career, and he's had a 35-year career. So he could be right, or he could be trying to jack his team up to get him ready to go. I'm going to go with that one. So I think we're going to see a team that's excited to play and hungry to play, and they're going to try to bring some intensity to us and keep the ball moving and hope that we're not locked into their shooting.
How do you feel about the way the Bulldogs are shooting right now?
Well, I think we're getting better. I don't think there's any question we're getting better. And is it where it needs to be? No, but I don't. It's definitely better. Our shot selection is coming. Our footwork is coming. Ball's got to move quicker. When we're moving the ball quick, when we're getting reversals, when we're playing through the paint, not necessarily the pass into the paint and out, but the ball touching the paint, on the drive and we're getting it kicked that way, we're getting better. And that's what we've got to continue to do. We've got to play with more speed, more movement, more ball reversal, and hopefully create more open threes. Because there's no question we need more threes, and we need them in the second half. We need more open threes, and we've got to continue to create that. And when the ball starts to slow down a little bit, or we start to jab step and try to think we're going to make a move, all of a sudden we're not good enough to do that. That's where the defense collapses on us. When the ball is moving and we're creating some help situations, that's when we're going to get threes, and that's what our teams need to do.
Do you have any players right now that are shooting or shot selection in areas where you would rather see it somewhere else? You'd like to see a guy shoot it differently, from a different position on the floor, anything like that?
Well, we want to move Turtle around. We got to get Turtle more looks. There's no doubt about that. We've got to get him more opportunities for catch and shoots. So we're definitely going to have some movement in the offense. This is where you work constantly to have guys become skilled so they can become positionless as much as possible, and that's what we're going to work towards. I'd like to get T-Shawn more looks, like to get Tyree more looks and movement. And what I don't want is the ball. If you've got a rip and drive, if you're getting the ball in rotation and movement, and you're getting a guy in a long closeout, we want to do that. Stopping and trying to jab step and take on people. That's not what we do. And so we've all got to grow through that a little bit. It's not in a bad area. It's just sometimes they think it's there and it's really not. And that's where playing with your eyes up, making the next pass, making hard cuts, that's where your offense gets better.
You've seen a lot of good scores from opposing teams already this season. They've got another one tonight in Xavier Hill-Mays. He's one of the top scorers in the country. Your thoughts on him and how you can defend him?
Well, he can shoot the three, too. And we've got to stay down on his shot fakes. One of the most dangerous things he does is shot fake. He gets you up in the air in the post or on the perimeter, and then he gets to the rim or he gets to the foul line. So no question, we've got to be completely locked into him, not just his man guarding him, but other people as well. This is not a game where you want to bring length to him, but you're not necessarily going to bring shot blocking with that length of the man that's on him. So we got to be really active and aware off the ball. But at the same time, they put offensive rebounders in the game. So bottom line is, this is not an overhelp game, Scott. If we're moving, if they're making us bite on little penetrations and dribbles and kicking it out for deep range threes, we'll be in trouble. And we cannot do that. And that is what we've emphasized more than anything else the last couple of days inside of our defense to prepare for this game.
Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Scott.
All right, that's Coach Tom Crean. This interview brought to you by UPS, working together to achieve great things like the Bulldogs. That's problem solving. Visit UPS.com to learn more. Official logistics partner of Georgia Athletics. We'll give you the starting lineups for the Bulldogs and the Oakland Golden Grizzlies when we come back on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed stuff. First three and good. He faked them out. Inside, no look. Dish it at goal. Pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop. Oh, yeah!
Today's coverage of Dogs basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider for the Georgia Bulldogs. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. Now to courtside, along with Chuck Dowdle, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Hey, welcome back to Stegman Coliseum. We're just a couple of minutes away from getting this game underway. Georgia and Oakland, the third meeting between these two schools in school history. The series is tied at 1 game apiece, with the home team winning each of the 2 games thus far. And this wraps up and concludes, if you will, a 2-for-1 series contract that began in the 2015 season, as Georgia won the first game, the first matchup, and then Oakland won the following contest up in Rochester, Michigan. And then they were supposed to play last year to finish off the contract. Oakland had a scheduling snafu and asked Georgia if they could delay the final game of the deal until this season. So there you are. That's up to date on how this series has transgressed. And let's give you the starting lineups for the Georgia Bulldogs. Record of 5-4. Tom Crean in his first season as the Dogs head coach, his 19th season overall. His starting 5 will be Turtle Jackson and Tyshawn Hightower at guards. Turtle averaging 3 points a ball game, 6'4", 185 pounds. He's a senior from Athens, Georgia. Tyshawn Hightower averaging 7 points a game, 6'5", 180 pounds. He's a sophomore from Lithonia, Georgia. Rayshawn Hammonds is in the starting lineup as a 6'8 forward, 235-pounder. He's a sophomore from Norcross, Georgia. Team's leader in scoring with 15 points a game, second in rebounding, 6.3 per contest. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, a 6'11 forward. He's a 220-pound sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, averaging 12 points, second on the team in scoring and leading the squad in rebounding, as well as the SEC, 9.5 rebounds per contest. Derek Ogbede rounds out the starting 5, 6'9", 250-pound senior forward from Atlanta, averaging just under 10 points and 6 rebounds per contest. For the Golden Grizzlies of Oakland, coached by Greg Campy in his 35th season there in Rochester, Michigan. His team is 4-7. His starting 5 tonight: Braden Norris at guard, a 6-foot freshman. Javen Cumberland, a 6-foot guard, redshirt junior from Wilmington, Ohio. Xavier Hill-Mays, their leading scorer, a 6'7", redshirt junior forward, averaging 23 points a game. Trey Maddox is a guard, 6'4" freshman from Michigan. And Brad Brechting, a 6'11", redshirt junior from Cedar Springs, Michigan. We'll have the tip after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Everybody knows that peanuts are the state crop of Georgia. But did you know that Georgia farmers contribute nearly $75 billion to the state's economy each year? That's not peanuts. Those billions are why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers, by promoting agriculture and offering access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. Peanuts.
SiriusXM brings you SEC college hoops like no one else. We've got 24/7 talk and analysis on SiriusXM SEC Radio from experts like Peter Burns and Chris Doring, as well as live play-by-play. So catch every dagger, dime, and drive in your car, online, or on the SiriusXM app. Or try us out for free with a streaming trial subscription and take your team with you anywhere you go. Get a free streaming trial at SiriusXM.com/SECSXM.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, college hoops fans! Now that the action is heating up this season, Cheez-It and Pringles want to remind you that being hungry for a win is good. Being just hungry? Not so much. So stock up on Pringles and Cheez-It before the game, because the best way to keep the team spirit high in your home is to keep the snack bowls full. with Pringles and Cheez-It.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
The lights are off. The video board is playing. The noise is blaring here inside Stegman Coliseum. Starting lineups being announced here for our crowd inside the building tonight. And we'll give you the Ford keys to the game right after we pause for station identification here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. All right, our keys to the game are presented by Ford. Elevate your game with a new Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Chuck Dowdle with our keys to the game. Chuck.
Scott, these are going to be all about us tonight because that's the kind of game this should be. This game ought to be about Georgia. And first off, we got to communicate on the floor. Great teams talk to each other on the floor. They talk great. And when you do that, it makes playing together as a team go so much better. We have not done a good job of communicating with each other on the floor. It's led to some mistakes that have hurt us at crunch time. Second thing we got to do, we got to win the second half. We've managed to win the second half of only one of our last 6 games. And, you know, I was talking the other day about against Arizona State, we're up 14th to half. We come out and we don't come out strong in the second half. Let's see if we can't do that tonight. I don't care what we do in the first half. Let's have a strong second half. And finally, we got only 3 games left in what I call the preseason. And tonight, you got Oakland, you've got Tech on Saturday, and UMass a week from Sunday. Those are the 3 games, and then the real season hits, SEC play. We need to go into that SEC schedule with some momentum, and it should start tonight.
Well, you're right about that because we open up at Tennessee in the conference schedule.
We got the 2 co-champions on the road in 2 of our first 3.
Yes. It's challenging to say the least, but here we go. As you said, the non-conference winding down. Oakland, Georgia Tech, UMass this month, and then it's SEC play the rest of the way except for the SEC Big 12 Challenge, which will feature Georgia and Texas here in this building in January. Tonight's tip brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta. Here's the opening tap, and it is controlled by Georgia. The Dogs in white, the Grizzlies in their golden yellow uniforms. Georgia with the first possession as they work front court left end. Here as we view it from Stegman Coliseum. Ogbede with a drive. The drop down to Hightower for a layup is no good. And
just missed it.
Wow, he was right under the bat. I mean, that was point-blank miss. Oakland got the rebound on the miss by Hightower. Dogs executed the play, just didn't finish it. Here's Brechting working against Claxton now. A pair of 6'11 guys. A turn fade into the lane is blocked by Claxton. There's another deflection by the deflection leader for Georgia. Now Hammond's going to drive down the lane from an angle on the left side, get fouled, going to the rim. It's going to put him on the line for 2 shots. The foul on Brechting, the big guy.
Yeah, and Brechting's already complaining to the referee, and that was clearly, I mean, he was giving ground, but he fouled. You know, he made body contact while you're giving ground. You got to be standing your ground to draw the offensive foul.
Hammond's at the line for Georgia, the sophomore from Norcross. Free throw up and in, good for the first point of the contest. Boy, he was having a big night on Saturday against Arizona State and fouled out with just a little less than 5 minutes to go.
Killed us.
Well, the Dogs were up 5 at the time, and then, of course, we ended up losing by 2.
You know, and the foul that took him out of the game was really just a foolish foul. It was, you know, he made a mistake on the floor and then compounded it by trying to make up for it too aggressively and drew that 5th foul. he had to be aware of what he was, with 4 fouls at that point.
Hammond's 2 free throws put the Dogs up 2-0. Oakland with the basketball. Norris, the freshman guard, with a head fake and a pass to Maddox. He'll drive on the baseline to the rim, layup short. And with 8 seconds on the shot clock, Dogs commit the foul, and we'll send Maddox to the free throw line. Trey Maddox getting his first start tonight. 6'4" freshman from Navi, Michigan.
Well,
3 of 6 from the line so far this season.
Rashawn started that. He drew that foul by letting him have the baseline. He let the guy have the baseline, then tried to make up for it by getting to him from behind, and that's when the foul occurred.
Free throw by Maddox is up and in. Good. Right-handed shooter. Second one in the air. That's also good. So 4 points in the ball game, 2 for each team, all at the foul line. A little more than a minute gone here. This third contest between the Bulldogs and the Grizzlies. Hightower trapped on the far right wing as Grizzlies, Oakland's playing in a zone right now. Here's Turtle.
They're playing a really extended zone, too. They're way out with their zone.
Here's a 3 from the right corner, short by Hightower. Big rebound by Ogbede. Put back, leaning from the left side, rolls over the iron, no good. Rebound to the Golden Grizzlies. 2-2 contest. Oakland with the basketball. They played on Sunday on the road at Hartford. As a matter of fact, they're in the middle of 8 consecutive road games right now. This is number 5 on the road excursion. Hill Mays, turnaround jumper, right of the lane, all over the rim, no good. Rebound to the Dogs. Turtle's going to shoot a 3 from the left corner. He knocks it down for his first points of the ball game.
And that's what Coach Crane told you in the pregame interview, Scott. He said, we've got to get Turtle more catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Turtles 3 brought to you by Scana Energy. 17:48 on the clock, first half. 5-2 Georgia lead. Grizzlies with the ball. Give and go. Maddox from Cumberland drives inside under the basket, gets fouled before the shot. In the act of, however, he's going to the line for 2. Foul was on Derek Ogbede, who played in foul trouble against Arizona State on Saturday. Only 13 minutes.
Yeah, he was.
But he survived. He didn't foul out.
Well, yeah, but he only played 3 minutes in the first half because he was in such severe foul trouble.
Maddox back on the line for Oakland. His third free throw of the night is all net. Good. 3 for 3 for the freshman. As we said, getting his first start of the night. That's because Jordan Nobles, a 6'9" graduate transfer from Eastern Michigan, was apparently declared ineligible for tonight's contest just before the game.
And let's make
both free throws are good by
that
Maddox.
Clear. That's Oakland declaring their own player ineligible.
Yes. Dogs ball. We go inside to Claxton. Back outside to Hammonds for a 3. Good. Rayshon left of the circle. His first field goal of the night. That's another Scana Energy 3-point basket by the Bulldogs, and it's 8-4 Georgia. 17-19 on the clock. Half number 1. Xavier Hill-Mays, guarded by Ogbede, just holds it out on the wing. Now finds Braden Norris, the freshman guard. He runs under the basket along the baseline. They skip it up to Hill-Mays for a 3, right wing. Too deep off the back rim, no good. Long rebound on the wing to Hightower. Going to take it coast to coast, drop it down underneath to Ogbede under the basket, left into the floor. And it's out of bounds on Georgia, says the referee. Myron Jarrett, Bart Lennox, Pat Adams, our trio of officials tonight.
Derek Ogbede would make a great football tight end if you were just looking at his body and size and speed and athleticism. Where he wouldn't make a great tight end is if you were asking him to do something other than block.
Here's the Grizzlies for 3. Trey Maddox. Well, he's hit 4 in a row from the foul line. Now he hits the 3-pointer from the left wing. He's got all 7 of their points. 8-7 Georgia. Dogs with the ball, far left end of the floor. Claxton deep under the basket, nowhere to go with it. Kicks it out to Turtle Jackson. Now to Hightower, who's fouled, trying to get to the corner and fly down the right edge of the lane. Foul on the Grizzlies. Way away from the basket. That's going to put Georgia to inbound the ball. Front court, far sideline. As the foul was committed by Xavier Hill-Mays. Dogs inbound, 16 on the shot clock. Claxton gives it to Hammond, splits the defense. Across the lane, the pass goes to Ogbede, misses the lay-in. Claxton gets it with a follow and a two-handed dunk.
That's fun to watch. Nicholas Claxton with a follow.
Well, Derek should have made it to begin with, but Claxton got credit for the bucket. Cumberland, bad-looking three, missed it horribly from the right wing. Rebound to the Dogs. Turtle pushes it up the floor right to left. Contact with the defender on the block, loses the dribble. Finds it back. Cross-court pass to Hammonds. His long three is no good. Claxton chases down the rebound. Gives it to Turtle. Straightaway three is good by Turtle. His second of the game. 13-7 Dogs. 15:38 on the clock first half. Maddox on this dribble. Not guarded tightly by Hammonds. He gives it to Brechting. They work it around the perimeter. On the left wing now is Javen Cumberland holding. Top of the key to Hill Mays. His three rattles out. Claxton with a one-handed rebound. Brings it down to his waist. Controls the ball. Gives it to Hightower. Up the far sideline into the front court. Fouled on the baseline as he comes in from the right side. Pat Adams with the whistle. That's going to be a foul on Oakland. And will get us into a timeout with 15:15 to go in half number one. Georgia 13, Oakland 7. Back in a moment, Bulldog Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about great teammates, I think of Rocket Mortgage. With their innovative technology and industry-leading client support, you can count on them to get your mortgage done right. Because when it comes to buying a home, you need a teammate you can count on. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 33.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 Brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Thirteen to 7 is our score. Georgia leading Oakland, along with Chuck Dowdle and our producer-engineer Tony Schiavone. Scott Howard back at Stegman Coliseum. Cabell Philpotts in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. We'll hear from Cabell throughout the broadcast tonight. On the court, it's the job of the defense to protect the rim. On the road, it's the job of the 2019 Nissan Rogue to help protect you with its available advanced safety technologies. Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Scott, we always take great joy and pride in looking at Nick Claxton's line. We've played 5 minutes of basketball. He's got 3 rebounds, 2 points, 3 assists, and a block.
He's active.
Well, let me tell you, he fills some spots on the score sheet, doesn't he?
He's fun to watch. And Coach Crean can't talk about him enough as far as his activity on defense, all the deflections. Yeah. And it's not just touching the ball. I mean, that obviously is a deflection, but a steal, they count steals as a deflection because that's a disruption of the other teams, what they're doing. Taking a charge is a deflection, as the free throw is good by the Bulldogs' T-Shawn Hightower. But there's a lot of different categories of the deflection, and Claxton
and how they score.
Is nearing 100 of those, which is about 50 more than any other player on this roster. Both free throws, by the way, good for Hightower, and Georgia extends its lead to 15 to 7. Largest lead of the game thus far for the Dogs. Grizzlies with the ball inside. Beck shot blocked in the lane by Claxton. Right back to him. He chased down the loose ball at the foul line. Shot clock continues down to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Cumberland, crossover dribble, tries to go by Turtle Jackson, sends it into the corner. Now the pass comes back to Cumberland. He shoots as the shot clock expires. That's an air ball, and that's a shot clock violation. The Dogs will inbound.
Well, it's just great defense, and a lot of it being played by Claxton, first with a block and then defending the shooter.
Dogs in the front court left with an 8-point lead and the ball. High lob, Hightower, right to left side of the floor to Hammonds. Drives the left side of the lane, kicked out. Claxton wide open for the three, missed the left-hander. Top of the key, the rebound to Braden Norris, the 6-foot freshman guard from Hilliard, Ohio. As the guys in gold bring it up the floor. Maddox from the wing feeds it into the post. Back out to Maddox above the arc on the right side. Now they give it to Cumberland. He drives across the lane, ducks inside the foul line. He's blocked from behind by Turtle. Ball rolls out of bounds, touched out by the Golden Grizzlies on the far side as they tried to catch that ball. Another block shot by the Dogs. Turtle Jackson swatting it away from behind. Turtle comes out of the ball game. Tyree Crump checks in, gets a high five from head coach Tom Crean as Turtle comes to the bench. So Crump is in. Boy, his scoring average skyrocketing up to almost 12 points a ball game. Just a few games ago, it was down in single digits. Hammonds to the elbow to Claxton. Ball deflected, no foul on the Golden Grizzlies. Xavier Hill-Mays commits his second foul. And that's going to hurt Greg Campy's feelings down there, the head coach.
Well, he's got a gripe because, quite honestly, it was not a great pass, and the ball was intercepted.
Hill-Mays stays on the floor with 2 fouls here with 13:49 to go. Amanze Ngumeze in the ball game, leans back against his defender, steps into the paint, and then a little jump hook is up and in from about 10 feet away. That was a nice looking shot.
That was. As he continues to grow and learn, that's going to be a weapon right there.
17-7, Dogs by 10 here in the first half, 13:28 remaining. Beck with a head fake and a drive, gets deep under the basket, misses the lay-in, gets the rebound, misses the putback, then a whistle and a foul.
I think they got in Ngumeze.
They did indeed, his first.
He allowed the offensive player to get position inside on him, and then he had no choice but when he went for the rebound to go over his back.
It's going to put Xavier Hill-Mays, 6'7", 248, redshirt junior from Greensboro, North Carolina, Jim Boeheim's favorite city, on the line. Free throw is no good. Hill-Mays averaging 23 points a game. He's 4th in the nation in field goals made coming into tonight's ball game. He hasn't made one yet tonight, but this is a top 20 scorer in all of college basketball. Looking for his first point of the evening. And he rolls that free throw in there. He makes 1 out of 2 and gets in the scorebook with his first point.
That wasn't pretty, but it went in. So.
17-8. Dogs lead by 9. We turn it over on the offensive end of the floor. Here's Norris coming down the floor quickly. Kick out. Set shot. 3 ball. Missed it badly. Karmari Newman was wide open. Had time to look at it. Missed it. Rebound to the Dogs. Crump into the corner to Hightower. His pass along the baseline to JoJo Toppin in the left corner is too high and out of bounds. We turn it over again. Dogs will substitute. Ngumeze comes out. Ogbede comes back in. We get Etorian Wilridge in the ball game for Rayshawn Hammond. So he's out. Here's our 5. Crump and Toppin. Wilridge, Hightower, Ogbede. 17-8 is our score. Dogs lead by 9. Oakland has the ball. They throw it into backcourt, and that's over and back. Cumberland threw it to Hill-Mays.
I'll tell you what, Hill-Mays.
Pass was bad.
He was not real happy with his teammate, was he? He looked at him. I mean, that was a real look of disgust.
Through that mask he's having to wear to protect, I'm guessing, a broken nose or like an orbital or around his eye, something like that. Yeah, he's not. You don't want to make him mad tonight. And that pass may have, because it went in the backcourt and they turned it over. Here's Turtle for his 3rd 3 of the game. Turtle just above and to the right of the circle, knocks down his 3rd 3.
You know, again, that's what Tom was telling you in the pregame. Catch and shoot for Turtle. We got to get him more.
And Turtle has had a confidence issue, quite frankly. I mean, he was 2 for 13 from the floor in his last 4 games, just 1 for 11 on threes over his last 5. He's hit 3 tonight as Oakland scores in the paint and a foul. They'll count the basket, and they'll stick James Beck, a 6'8 sophomore forward, on the line for an and 1.
They got a touring.
Wilridge with his first foul, the team's fourth. And it's going to be Beck shooting a foul shot all by himself at the line. All of his other teammates are back talking with their head coach back on the left end of the floor. Free throw, no good. Too high, too deep. And rebounded by the Dogs. 20-10, Georgia leads. Toppin on the baseline, pulls up left side, jumper from 12, won't go, tap in, won't go, rebound back to Ogbede, and they foul him on the putback attempt.
Derek just doing a great job of hustling on the boards. He was kind of caught out of position a little bit, but did a great job of getting himself over where he could get that rebound.
Fouls on James Beck, his first, team's fifth. Timeout, 11:58 to go in the first half. Georgia 20, Oakland 10. Back to Stegman Coliseum in Athens after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, son. You're on speaker. Just got back from the park. Guess I'm getting used to civilian life. Mom's here, too.
Hi, honey. Just making dinner. Your sister's into this gluten-free thing. Am I boring you, dear?
It's just good to hear your voice, Mom.
A call from home takes you home. AT&T proudly offers wireless and TV discounts to military veterans and their families. Get started in store or visit att.com/military savings for details. Coverage not available everywhere. Exclusions, eligibility, and other restrictions apply.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, growing up in a coffee family is no different than growing up in any other family, except that we all kind of share one affinity, and that's for a great tasting cup of coffee.
Matt Siraj, 4th generation owner, Community Coffee.
I believe people can taste the difference family makes. It's a fullness in the mouth. It's a flavor impression that follows all the way through until 30 seconds after that sip of coffee. It's that rich, smooth flavor that you find in Community Coffee.
Our family story continues at communitycoffee.com.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best, like with the AutoZone Rewards program. You'll earn a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. It's just one more way to get more done. Take advantage of new low prices on STP oil, starting at $16.99 for a 5-quart jug of STP conventional motor oil. Visit any of our 133 Atlanta AutoZone locations and let us do more for you. See terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Enjoy the road home this holiday season in a BMW through January 2nd. Take advantage of the up to $3,000 holiday credit. Visit BMWATL.com for details. Go Dogs.
Scott, we're doubling them up on the glass, and that's, you know.
You like that. You always
I do like that. You know why? Because that's effort. Rebounding isn't easy. Rebounding is hard work. And so, you know, when you're rebounding and you're out rebounding the other team, you're outworking them. I mean, it's not coincidence that guys, look, you get guys like Dennis Rodman, Charles Barkley. I mean, yeah, they're great players, but you know what? They weren't huge. They weren't great leapers, but they could rebound because you know what? They had great work ethics.
Derek Ogbede at the foul line for the Dogs. Misses his first free throw. Big left-hander from Atlanta. Born in Nigeria. One of a handful of seniors on this Bulldog team. Derek knocks down the second foul shot. Just under 60% at the line this season, which is an improvement over last season and his career numbers, actually. Georgia leads by 11, 21-10. Golden Grizzlies have the basketball. Javen Cumberland, overhead slow lob to Hill Mays. He's guarded by Ogbede out at the three-point line. Oh, there's a foul and a head fake by Newman. They got Etorian leaping from the foul line in the air, and he collided with Newman when he came down above the arc.
Well, you know, what'll they teach you? On defense, never leave your feet.
He bit for the fake big time.
That's exactly why, because you go in the air like that, you're at the mercy of the offensive player.
That's the second foul on Toe, and he comes out of the ball game. We've got Ty Fagan and Crump and Toppin and Ogbede and Turtle on the floor right now. The Dogs with an 11-point lead, 21-10. Feed it into the post, threw it over Ogbede. Hill Mays lost it, bounced off the floor high in the air, taken by Crump. He drives, misses the running layup, rebound tapped into the corner. Fagan gets to it for the Bulldogs, hooks a pass out front to Crump. He's going to launch a three from deep on the right side and bury it. First three of the night for Tyree Crump, his first points of the evening, and it's 24-10, the Dogs' largest lead of the night at 14 points. Oh, we're hitting some threes, 5 already in the half. Here's Beck on the right wing for Oakland, guarded by Toppin. Beck steps into the paint, shoots with the left hand, rolls off the backboard and over the iron. No good. Rebound to the Dogs. Crump to Turtle for 3. Bangs another one. That's 4 for Turtle Jackson.
You know, can you tell the confidence in his body? I mean, look at his body language. Like when he was pulling up to take that 3, I didn't have to look to see if it was going to go in. Just the way he took it, you knew that's good.
It barely moved the net. Hill Mays, long 3, straight away, good. The big man's jersey's untucked, and he knocks down the first 3 of the ball game for him anyway. That's their second, and it's 27-13. Turtle with the basketball, dribbles, works against the defender Newman. Into the corner now. Here's a 3 by Fagan. That's an air ball, and the rebound is wrestled for and then tapped out to the foul line, and it's retrieved by Oakland. Grizzlies in goal. They push it up the floor left to right. Throw it to Beck on the block, left side. Pass went diagonal through the lane over on the left block, and the Dogs commit a foul.
They got Turtle. Yeah, they got Turtle.
Turtle with his first, team 6th. Shouldn't be a shooting situation. Although the Grizzlies are hovering around the foul line, but I think they're just trying to position for the inbounds play. It's going to be Trey Maddox to inbound the ball. A 6'4 freshman guard. Left of the basket, left baseline. Now they're telling Xavier Hill Mays to tuck in his jersey. He does so. Ogbede guarding him. They're trying to go inside to him. Claxton tips the inbounds and then steals it in the corner. There's Big Clax again with that long wingspan, wide wingspan, getting a tip and a steal on the inbounds. Georgia with the basketball. Front court left. Fagan along the baseline. Hooks a pass out towards the free throw line, but he stepped out of bounds on the baseline as he's trying to drive. Ty turned it over.
Yeah, that was a quick move to the baseline. He just went a little too deep with it.
Grizzlies to inbound the ball. Crump's going to come and pressure Norris in the backcourt. They're going to bring Turtle back into the backcourt as well. Norris with the ball into the front court right now. Crump guarding. Dogs in a man-to-man. Norris, the point guard, fires left to Maddox. Back to Norris on the right wing. Jab step, now a drive with the left hand down the lane. Scoop shot high off the glass. No good. Rolls off the rim. Rebound. Two-handed rebound by Ogbede. He gives it to Turtle, who sprints into the front court left. To Crump for 3. Missed it off the back iron. Rebound. Fagan. Push from behind. No call, but back up and in. Ty Fagan. His first points of the night.
And Crump's miss was because of what we talk about often. He was coming to his left, dribbling the ball, coming across, caught the pass, took a dribble, and then was drifting left.
Dogs lead by 16. Newman misses a 3 from the right wing for Oakland. They get the rebound inside. Kick it over to Norris for a 3. He's a good three-point shooter. He buries his first of the night. Left of the circle, out high, about 23, 24 feet. Norris with the points. All 3 of them. 29-16 the score. Dogs by 13. Long lob cross court stolen by Oakland. Yeah. Here's Newman down the lane. Gets by Turtle. Layup from the left side around the rim a couple of times and falls through good.
That was just a careless pass.
It's that cross court pass that killed us the other night, didn't it?
Yeah, and when you do that, you
first of all, you shouldn't do it, right?
You shouldn't do exactly. And or if you're going to do it, you got to make sure that there's nobody around.
Crump from the left corner for 3. Pops off the iron, stays true over the cylinder, and falls back in. Crump with a lucky 3 that time.
Listen, they count.
That was a hometown rim.
I'm looking on the score sheet here. There's no place to draw a picture.
Yes, it counts as 3. And now a foul on the other end on Fagan. That's his first, team 7th. That's going to put the Grizzlies in the bonus. Greg Campy in his 35th season, 606 wins down on the Oakland bench. He didn't have a lot to work with tonight. He's got a short bench already. They lost their only player, Jordan Nobles, who played for this team last year. They have a handful of freshmen. They have a lot of guys that were redshirting. They have guys that were injured last year. So you're basically seeing a whole brand new team for Greg Campy this year.
That's amazing. You stop and think about it, that you show up here and the one player that you had from last year's team was declared ineligible.
And he was the only senior on the roster as well. Free throw is good by Newman. Carmari Newman, a 6'4" redshirt sophomore. He's a transfer from George Mason University. Getting back a little closer to home. He's from Detroit, Michigan, Rochester, Michigan, home of Oakland University, just to the north of Detroit, as Newman hits both free throws. And now referee Byron Jarrett blows the whistle to stop play for a moment.
What was that for?
I'm not sure. Was there a clock issue? I'm not sure why they blew the whistle to stop play. Georgia will keep the possession. Crump throws it into Hammonds, back to Tyree on the right wing. Jump pass left side to Hammonds. He's going to step inside, a little floater in the lane. Well, it just looks so easy by Rayshawn Hammonds right in front of the basket. About a 6-foot floater that goes for his 7th points of the night.
Scott, sometimes when you have a talent like he does, it is easy.
He just kind of stepped to the left, stepped to the right, tiptoed by the defenders and let the ball fly and went right through the net. And now Oakland called for traveling on the offensive end of the floor. The big guy, Brechting, turns it over. 34-20 as we go into a timeout. 7:41 to go in the first half. Georgia leads by 14 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Get ready for a meal to remember, because Kroger is here to help you save on an amazing spread for your holiday party. Enjoy low prices on the perfect turkey or ham, delicious produce that's always fresh, plus delightful desserts from the bakery. And save on everything you need to celebrate the season deliciously. That's how you holiday.
Kroger brand spiral sliced hams are $1.59 a pound, and pint blueberries or 6-ounce raspberries are 2 for $5 with card. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
The holidays are here, and now's the time to head to Kroger for the digital coupon savings event. Just get your coupons at Kroger.com or on the app and take home hot deals on select Marie Callender's pot pies, family-sized Cheez-It snack crackers, General Mills cereal, and so much more. And you can use your coupons up to 5 times in one transaction. So visit Kroger.com today and save more with digital coupons. That's how you holiday. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Hey, college sports fans, at Sirius XM, you get it all, and all at the press of a button. Listen to your kind of music, commercial-free, plus everything entertainment, every kind of comedy, and, of course, coverage of every major sport, including UGA basketball. So tune in to the best of the best. 34-20 is our score. Georgia leads by 14. The Dogs' big lead of the night has been 17 points. And the leading scorer thus far is Turtle Jackson, who has hit 4 3-pointers in the ballgame. In fact, he's 4 for 4 on the night shooting, and he's 4 for 4 from 3, so you can figure that out.
Yeah, well, and I got to tell you something, too. Looks good doing it.
He does. He looks comfortable. He looks confident. Ignas Sargunas checking into the ballgame, freshman from Lithuania for the first time tonight. The Georgia freshman dribbles on the wing, bounce feed into the post to Claxton, pump fake, puts it up with the left hand. They partially blocked it. Beck got a piece of that as Big Clax tried to push it up with the left hand. Oakland with a basketball, down 14 points. Grizzlies with a record of 4-7, coming off a loss to Hartford on Sunday, 87-82. They're 1-4 on the road this year, and this is the 5th of 8 straight road games for them. 3-pointer straight away by the left-hander Newman. Missed it badly to the right off the backboard. Rebound is knocked out of bounds by the Grizzlies. It'll be Georgia's basketball. And Newman comes out of the game after that shot. And checking in will be Kenny Pittman, a little-used guard, 6'3" freshman from Chicago. He's played a total of 8 minutes in 3 games this season. But as we said, Greg Campy's working with a short bench, and it got a little bit shorter tonight before the ball game as they lost another player.
Look how they extend that zone. They bring
like a 1-3-1
yeah.
They're trying to play there. Here's a 3, deep 3 by Hightower on the right side. That's good. Rainbow shot.
Yeah.
Chuck with a little length on it, about a 26-footer.
You do that, you will kill guys playing a zone.
Yes,
I
would agree.
You're shooting rainbows from that far out over a zone.
37-20, Dogs match their biggest lead. Here's Maddox, a pull-up left of the lane on the two-pointer, won't go. Rebound to the Dogs. Hammonds pushes it up the floor for Georgia, near sideline. Pass to Fagan, work it into the right corner. Sargunas dribbles through traffic, throws it away. Intercepted by Pittman for Oakland. Kenny Pittman with the steal. Here's a three, launched from the left wing by Cumberland. Bounces off the rim and out of bounds, and a foul is going to be whistled on Georgia. They got a push on Claxton on the rebound. That's Nick's first, team's 8th. And it's going to be 1-1 for Oakland. 5:56 remaining first half. Georgia leads by 17, 37-20.
Finally, Ty Fagan. I started to say this is really going to be interesting because we had 6 guys on the floor, but finally Ty Fagan said, oh, wait, I'm supposed to be out of here, and he trots over to the bench.
This is James Beck at the foul line, 6'8" sophomore from Grand Rapids, Michigan, right-handed shooter. Free throw is up and in. He's got 3 points on the night. Beck averaging almost 7 points, second leading rebounder on the team, just under 5 a game. Second free throw is no good. Rebound, Claxton.
Scott,
Georgia ball.
We got a great crowd here tonight. I mean, I'm looking upper bowl is pretty well filled. The lower bowl is.
Hammonds from the elbow, going to shake and drive into the lane. Throws it up with the right hand from close range. It rattles out. And it's touched out by Oakland. It'll be Georgia's basketball. Hammonds to lob it in to Claxton. Makes an over-the-shoulder catch high on the left wing. Now going to dribble and drive down the right edge of the lane. Step into the paint. And did he travel?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He was just outside the lane on the right side. And when he tried to get into the lane,
he lost possession of the basketball, and in regaining possession, he traveled. I mentioned the crowd here, and President Moorhead on hand tonight. Dogs, listen, there's no doubt. All athletes perform better with a home crowd behind them, but this basketball team really does respond to the crowd, and it's fun to watch them.
Dogs turn it over for the 6th time, and Oakland try to take advantage of it. Beck works on the block, spin move against Claxton.
Wow.
Turn around, spinning bank shot high, right above the square, right down through the hoop.
When you score over that guy.
Long three, Turtle misses for the first time tonight. Rebound, Xavier Hill-Mays, the 6'7" forward for Oakland. 37-23 is our score. Georgia out front by 14 points right now. 4:52 on the clock. And the clock is moving here in half number 1. Beck on the wing, inside the arc. Now goes to Cumberland in the right corner along the baseline. Drives and scores on a running layup. Javen Cumberland, second leading scorer on the team, gets his first points of the night. 37-25. The lead is 12 for the Dogs, who have possession in the front court left. Hightower dribbles on the logo, now walks it over on the right wing. Crump trying to set a pick. He'll move to the left. Hightower will hand it off to Hammonds. Right side handoff to Turtle Jackson. Behind the back dribble down the lane, and offensive foul on Georgia. They called the charge on Turtle. They got the arm out to push the defender away, says the official. On the far side of the floor, Bart Lennox. Foul on Turtle is his second.
Well, when he took the ball and tried to penetrate into the paint and they collapsed in, he kind of got caught in the air, wasn't quite sure what to do, and so to create a little space, extended that arm, and easy call.
Our leading scorer of the night comes out of the ball game with his second foul. Georgia's lead is 12. Here's Braden Norris, works against Hightower into the front court. The freshman from Hilliard, Ohio. Left hand, right hand dribble, feeds it in on a bounce to Hill-Mays. Reverse pivot, jump hook, good. Over Claxton, some fancy footwork by Xavier Hill-Mays to get the bucket over Big Clax. And the lead is down to 10 now for Georgia, 37-27. Oakland making a little bit of a push. We were up 17, now it's at 10. 3:47 to go.
That sounds familiar.
Here's Ogbede. Spins on the block. Line drive, jump hook, good. That had no arc on it.
Yeah,
but Derek got it to go. his first basket of the night. It's 39-27 Georgia.
I'm not sure he makes a high percentage of those, but he made that one.
3:26, clock moving, first half. Oakland with a possession. Cumberland off a screen, curls around on the right side to take a pass. Lob into the post. Hill Mays works against Ogbede, dribbles into the paint. Turn fade in the lane is no good. And the rebound to Wilridge for Georgia. The Dogs push it up the floor, right to left. Crump's got it between the circles, not going to hold it long. He's going to launch a deep three, hits the front of the rim and bounces out of bounds off the right side as Norris lets it bounce out of bounds. It'll be Oakland's ball after the timeout. 2:59 to go in the first half. It's Georgia 39, Oakland 27. Now this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Core Power is the official protein drink of the Dogs. Fueled by 26 grams of Fairlife's one-of-a-kind protein, your workout will never go to waste. Perfect for your gym bag or great for game day. Don't forget to pick up your favorite Core Power to recover better. Want to win the ultimate college football experience? Go to winwithcorepower.com to enter Core Power sweepstakes. You could win a trip for two to a Division I college football game during rivalry weekend. Go Dogs!
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Hey, Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. Official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Hey, Georgia fans, at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed. You'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years and is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there.
Look who's cleaning up the floor out there. Some ice on the floor. Coach Crean gets a towel, goes out there. Coach, we got folks that'll do that for you.
Maybe they don't tonight. I don't see any ball boys or towel guys or the guys with the mops. Our in-game recaps brought to you by Regions, official bank of the SEC. That's Regions Bank. Georgia has led from the opening tip tonight. They went on a 12-2 run a little more than midway through the half to build a 17-point lead. They lead by a dozen right now, 39-27, behind 12 points from Turtle Jackson here in the half. And now we got an offensive foul as Oakland works the ball into the front court, working it around, that shot clock ticking down, and they set an illegal screen and get whistled for the foul. So they turn it over, and the Dogs will gladly take possession of the basketball.
Yeah, that was James Beck that set the move and pick.
That's his second. 39-27 Dogs. Georgia with a possession inside. Hammond's pass tapped away, almost stolen. Hustle for it in the front court. Beck saves it on the baseline, finds Maddox under the bucket.
I got to tell you,
lays it up and in.
Coach Crean is absolutely furious. I don't blame him. To Sean Hightower, there was no excuse. First off, there was no excuse for the turnover on that end. That was a sloppy pass, sloppy basketball. But then when the ball was knocked into the backcourt, Sean Hightower should have had that ball. There's no question he should have had that ball.
Yeah, he's kind of amplified the mistake by not hustling back for it after he turned it over.
No question.
And that makes the head coach you saw his reaction, or we did.
Yeah.
And it was not.
I certainly saw it.
It was a brief moment of ranting and raving, and then he got under control, and he talks to his guys for a few seconds in the huddle as he called a 30-second timeout, but not happy with that at all, and Oakland got points out of that mistake. Christian Harrison's going to check into the ball game here momentarily. Fifth-year senior transfer, walk-on from Troy.
And let's see if he comes in for Hightower.
39-29. Georgia's lead is 10. It was 17. We've got 2:20 to go in the half. Hammond with a basketball. Drives inside. Puts it up with the left hand. It rattles around the iron. Falls through good as Rayshon scores points in the paint for Hammonds. He's got 9 in the ball game. 41-29 Georgia. Norris holds on the right wing for Oakland, guarded by Hightower. Bounce feed into the post. Turnaround jumper is no good by Beck. Rebound Claxton for the Dogs. Oh, wow.
Wow. Whoa.
Charles got fouled twice, once by Cumberland, once by Brechting, knocking Claxton to the floor. He was pinballed at midcourt. He got hit from the left and then got hit from the right.
Now,
the one by Brechting may have been intentional.
If I'm the officials, Brechting, they need to come take a look at that.
And I think they are, as the officials are going to walk over towards the scores table. Now, they called the foul on Cumberland because that was the first one. And then Brechting just kind of ran through Claxton and knocked him to the floor. So Pat Adams and Byron Jarrett are going to come over and take a look at the video monitor. So the play is under review, and it's brought to you by Barbasol, giving you a chance to score big when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Grab your premium starter kit for just $6.99 today with the code BASKETBALL at Barbasol.com. Game on.
Now, I'm not sure that they're going to be able to determine if Brechting had enough time, because when Claxton got fouled, he kind of got pushed in front of Brechting, who was coming full speed. The question is going to be, did Brechting have time to pull up? Because he did just plow into. He made no attempt to try to avoid. Yeah, here it is up.
Well, we're getting a replay. We're getting a fast version of the replay on the video monitor here. And now it's in a freeze frame. I didn't really get a good look at it, so we'll
from
let the officials do their job
I
here.
just saw, I don't think it's going to be a flagrant or intentional, but
they whistled the personal on Javen Cumberland, and he was the first guy that made contact with Nicholas as Claxton was trying to push the ball up the floor, and then Brechting, as we said, was kind of the trailer on the play, and he was behind Claxton, and he ran through Claxton and knocked him to the floor.
Okay, now let's go back to what happened just a few minutes ago on the floor. And Christian Harrison has indeed come in for Tashawn Hightower. You want to get on the coaches, on any coach's bad side in a hurry. Try not hustling.
Yeah, that's rule number one. You got to dive for loose balls, all of that kind of stuff.
You can't not hustle after a ball.
I didn't quite get the explanation from the officials. I do know that Claxton is going to be on the free throw line, though. That's 7 team fouls on Oakland, by the way. So is this I don't know if they deemed one of those more than just – I guess it's just a 1-and-1.
Just a 1-and-1.
No flagrancy, no additional call on the play against Oakland. It's just going to be Clax at the line for the front end of the 1-and-1. With 1:55 to go in the half. The big left-hander knocks it down all net. Nicholas with 3 points in the ball game now, and it's 42-29 Georgia. So Clax will get the bonus try. Claxton on the year, 65%, went 4 or 5 from the line against Arizona State on Saturday. Second free throw attempt of the night. Long look at the basket. Knocks it down.
All net
Looks
again.
like he's taking a little bit more time at the line, and that paid off.
I've noticed that last couple of games he does seem to be a lot more deliberate at the free throw line. Look, I don't care if that's going to be the result. Sure. I'm all for it.
Traveling on Oakland as they work the ball into the front court.
And Cumberland just lost his balance, couldn't regain it, stumbled, and stutter stepped.
Georgia by 14, 43-29. Inbound the ball in the backcourt. Get it into Crump. Quickly to Harrison. Into the front court left is Hammonds. Lobs it back middle of the floor to Claxton. We work the ball around right side to Tyree. Drives the baseline. Feeds Harrison coming in from the left. And they foul Christian. They'll put him on the free throw line. Crump was coming in right. Harrison was going in left. They were trying to meet in the middle under the basket on that pass from Tyree. And the end result is Harrison going to the foul line after the foul on Brad Brechting for Oakland, his second.
Christian, a guy that doesn't get a lot of playing time, but I will tell you this. He has got some serious ups. I mean, When he hits that elevator button, it is going up. Guy can jump.
Harrison with his first free throw attempt of the season. Rattles out, no good. The second one hits the back rim, no good. Ogbede the rebound. Dogs get another try with 90 seconds to go in the half. Derek holds the ball right of the lane, holds it high, dribbles it into the lane, jump hook with the left hand, good. A little contact there, no whistle. And the end result, a basket by big Derek Ogbede.
Yeah. You know, that's easy for us to say a little contact. If it'd been us, he'd hit.
Yeah, we'd be on the floor.
We've been sliding out the portal.
You might be right. 45-29, Georgia with a 16-point lead. Grizzlies have the ball. Cumberland holds it high, puts it on the floor with the left hand to the elbow. Passes above the arc to Norris. Catch, shoot, three. There was a little hesitancy in there from Norris, but he pulled it down and put it back up and knocked down a long three. That guy's a 62% three-point shooter, Chuck. He's made a couple of them tonight.
That's impressive.
And that's a lot of shots. It's not a couple of shots. Claxton misses his shot. Close range in the lane. Rebound to Oakland. Here's Norris going to drive. Did he carry the ball? What's the call? I think they got Brechting for a foul down low. They did.
You're right.
Away from the ball, Brechting with his third foul. He was battling in the post. Brechting at 6'11", a redshirt junior from Cedar Springs, Michigan. He is a redshirt last year after he suffered a broken toe in October prior to the season beginning. And he redshirted the whole year.
He thought he went down and got in the blocks. He thought they were going to be free throws.
45-32. Dogs with the ball. Jump shot, Ogbede from about 12 feet just on the right edge of the lane. Timeout, Greg Campy in Oakland as the Golden Grizzlies got the rebound. And he's going to hustle Xavier Hill-Mays back into the ball game.
And the problem there was, you're right, it was about a 12-foot shot that he shot at about 15 feet. And that math just doesn't work.
Well, back to your tight end analogy. That contact and the blocking, all of that is good. But when he tried to shoot the long jump shot, it didn't go very well.
While we got a second here, I want to say hi to John Parker. He and his family, big basketball supporter for UGA basketball, all athletics here. But his family's in Belize listening to us on their GeorgiaDogs.com app and staying on top of Georgia basketball. You got to love that.
Yeah, I imagine the SEC network doesn't get into Belize on television.
So, well, hey, listen.
But he's listening to the Georgia radio, Georgia Sports Network.
Better off listening to the voice of the Dogs.
Yeah. We appreciate that. 45-32 is the score. Georgia with a 13-point lead. Oakland has the ball. Final play of the half, most likely. 15 seconds remain. Shot clock is off. Crump is all over Norris just inside the half-court line. Skip pass to Cumberland. Throws it to Beck. They work above the arc with 6 to shoot. Hill-Mays shot fake. Gets Ogbede in the air.
Well,
steps
nice
inside for a 16-footer straight away is good. And that's the end of the half. Xavier Hill-Mays, nice, experienced, senior-type move.
Didn't you say he's one of the top scorers in the country?
He is, 23 points a game.
You can see why.
Yeah, he's got 8 after one half of play for Xavier, and he is their second leading scorer. And we have hit halftime at Stegman Coliseum. Georgia's lead is 11. They led by as much as 17, but they'll take the double-digit lead into the locker room. It's Georgia 45, Oakland 34.
And Scott, again, I mean, as nice as it is to have this lead at half, what I want to see is what does Georgia do in the second half. Too often we have come out, with nice leads at halftime, and we'll come out and play soft. So come out, Dogs. Come out of that locker room hard. Win the second half. Win it by 12. You won the first half by 11. Let's win the second half by 12.
All right, sounds good. The Dogs are up 11, as Chuck said, 45-34. A halftime report presented by Georgia Power. Georgia Power brings the energy for every game day and to your community, too. Visit georgiapower.com/sports to learn more. Cabell Philpott's in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He's next here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
Hello, college basketball fans. I'm State Farm agent Cole Perez. State Farm has over 19,000 agents across the country. To give you an idea of how big a number that actually is, I will be counting to 19,000 on the radio. Okay, here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? We only have 30 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Talk to one of our over 19,000 State Farm agents about combining your home and auto insurance today.
I'm never gonna make it.
State Farm, here to help life go right.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Welcome to the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Georgia Power, proud to power the Georgia Bulldogs. Live from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, here's your host, Cabell Philpott.
Georgia up on Oakland 45-34, the halftime score from Stegman Coliseum, thanks in part to Turtle Jackson's 12 points in the first half to lead the Dogs. Georgia trying to improve their home record to 5-1 on the season with a win tonight. A team not used to being away from home, the Xavier Musketeers, they played 11 games so far, only their second road game tonight on the road at Missouri. A good reason for that. Missouri up 41-27. Xavier does not like to play on the road. At the break, the Tigers leading the X-Men 41-27. Later on tonight in the SEC, 8 o'clock tip, Liberty takes on Alabama in the Rocket City Classic in Huntsville, the Von Braun Center, a neutral site game between the Tide and the Flames. Florida and Mercer getting together at 8 o'clock as well in the Exact Tech Arena down in Gainesville. This SEC scoreboard brought to you by Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway. Georgia leading Oakland 45-34 at halftime tonight at Stegman Coliseum. When we return, we'll check in on the Buffalo Wild Wings top 25 scoreboard. But after these messages on the Georgia Power Halftime Report, the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at Aaron's.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
No one comes to the Southeastern Conference looking for less. This is where you gladly step up, sign up, and raise your hand for a heaping helping of more. More ways to challenge and push yourself, more people from more countries to meet and learn from, more opportunities to impact your community, both locally and globally. Oh, we celebrate championships like no other, but that's nowhere close to the whole story. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
Welcome back inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios and the Georgia Power halftime report. Before we get to the Buffalo Wild Wings top 25 scoreboard, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Georgia leading Oakland 45-34 on the hardwood at the break at Stegman Coliseum as we open up the Buffalo Wild Wings top 25 scoreboard. Number 15, Ohio State, the only top 25 team currently in action and trailing Youngstown State 25-22 at home tonight in Columbus at the break. Earlier tonight, number 2 Duke puts 51-point victory in their pocket, beating Princeton 101-50, the final score. R.J. Barrett ends the night with 27 points for number 2 Duke, improves to 10-1 on the year so far. Number 1 Kansas facing off against South Dakota at Allen Fieldhouse at 8 o'clock. Also at 8, number 14 Buffalo travels to Syracuse to take on the Orange. 8th ranked Gonzaga and UT Arlington go in Spokane at 9. Also at 9 o'clock, number 20 Marquette faces off against North Dakota and Milwaukee. And number 23 Iowa and Western Carolina get together in Iowa City, again, at 9 o'clock. One bowl game in action, the Boca Raton Bowl. UAB, a touchdown bomb on their first play to take the 7-0 lead on Northern Illinois. It is currently 17-7, 12-minute mark of the second quarter. This Buffalo Wild Wings top 25 scoreboard served up by Buffalo Wild Wings, the proud hangout for Georgia Athletics. Wings, beer, sports. Georgia leads Oakland 45-34 at Stegman. We'll send it back that way right after these messages. Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Hi, son. You're on speaker. Just got back from the park. Guess I'm getting used to civilian life. Mom's here, too.
Hi, honey. Just making dinner. Your sister's into this gluten-free thing. Am I boring you, dear?
It's just good to hear your voice, Mom.
A call from home takes you home. AT&T proudly offers wireless and TV discounts to military veterans and their families. Get started in store or visit att.com/military savings for details. Coverage not available everywhere. Exclusions, eligibility, and other restrictions apply.
Mics are up.
Halftime at Stegman Coliseum. Georgia leading by 11, 45-34. Dogs coming out of the locker room to loosen up for the second half. The University of Georgia Athletic Association would like to welcome Gainesville Mechanical and Longhorn Steakhouse in Athens, as well as the Georgia Cotton Commission from the agricultural category to its new Hometown Team Partner Program. Let's support our hometown team partners. Now it's time for our Northside Impact, sponsored by Northside Hospital Atlanta. Northside diagnoses and treats more new cancer cases than any other hospital in Georgia, providing care at 48 cancer centers. You can learn more at builttobeatcancer.com. First half stats. First for the Bulldogs, Georgia shot 47% from field in the first half, 15 of 32. 8 three-pointers included in that shooting.
Yeah.
8 of 15.
Look at that percentage from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's not bad. 53%. Actually, that's outstanding. 7 of 10 from the free throw line. The Dogs controlled the boards, much to Chuck's liking, 23-14. 8 assists on our 15 baskets. We had 8 turnovers, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Leading scorer Turtle Jackson in double figures in the first half. He was 4 for 5 from 3. He has 12 points. Oakland shot 39% from the field. They were 4 of 11 on threes, 8 of 11 from the foul line. Their leading scorer, Trey Maddox, with 9. 45-34. Georgia leads by 11. Second half is on the way from Stegman Coliseum right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Last time on College Sports Now.
What Tua's done, and for the first half of the season, you'd have to remind yourself, you're like, wait, he's only actually had 4 starts. Trevor Lawrence, too, he's had, 8 starts under his belt. It's just remarkable how smooth those transitions have been. They're really, backing up these head coaches making these high-risk, high-reward moves.
Listen to College Sports Now, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, Monday through Friday on TuneIn. Follow along on Twitter at CSNowTweets and on Apple Podcasts by searching College Sports Now.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
All right, here we go. Second half just getting underway as Oakland has the ball to start half number 2. Down 11. They'll inbound at half court, and they'll work on the left end of the floor. They're in that yellowish gold, the Golden Grizzlies. Georgia in the white home uniforms. Here's Hill Mays. Pump fake, sidesteps the defender, shoots from the left elbow, misses the 15-footer. Rebound to the Dogs. Hammonds pulls it down for Georgia, and into the front court we go. Left to right, the Dogs work in this half. Throw it down on the block, and the referee just got right in my way. I think it went to Claxton. Now it comes back out there. Hightower's got it on the right wing. Couple of dribbles, hands off to Turtle, who had 12 in the first half, looking for more. Missed the three straight away. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to the Golden Grizzlies. That masked man, Xavier Hill-Mays, pulled it down. He's got that protective mask over his face. Left of the lane now. He works against Ogbede. He's called for traveling. Put the ball on the floor, tried to drive against big number 34. Traveled with a basketball. Grizzlies turn it over.
Yeah, he tried that jab step to go to the baseline, and he just dragged that pivot foot.
19:07 on the clock here. Second half just underway. Neither team has scored yet. Dogs into the front court right with Hightower across the timeline. Jackson on the wing. Now he feeds it in to the post to Ogbede. Spin move to the baseline. Throws it up with a right hand and rolls off the iron. No good. Rattled a little bit. Again, that line drive short shot from Ogbede. Couldn't convert it. Grizzlies have the basketball. Oakland traveled again, I think. No, they call a foul on Georgia. Call a push on Derek. Ogbede whistled for the foul, his second. Team's first of the half. And the Grizzlies, the Golden Grizzlies, will inbound the basketball. 20 on the shot clock, 18:44 remaining in the game. 45-34 Georgia. Dogs led by as much as 17 in the first half. And Chuck keeping a keen eye on the first 5 minutes here of the second half.
I am indeed. So far, hadn't been a lot to say for either squad. We're still where we were at intermission.
Cumberland looks to inbound against Claxton, who guards the inbound. They throw it into Hill-Mays, left corner, pump fake, we don't bite. Now Cumberland has the ball back on the wing. Bounce feed inside, kicked by Big Clax. That's a deflection.
That's a deflection, yeah, exactly.
They reset the clock to 20.
He's active, isn't he? I mean, even with that wingspan, he is an active guy.
Well, the feet count. You get feet, hands, elbows, arms, legs, your head. He gets everything around the ball. Look at that leap right in front of the inbounder. Cumberland, they got the ball into Hill-Mays. He dribbles into the paint, works against Hammonds. No shot there, throws it into the corner. Cumberland out of the corner, drives inside, runs into Ogbede. He just took the ball away as he lost it in the air. Dogs with a chance here. Jackson bumped on the baseline. He puts it up with the right hand and scores anyway.
Well, Georgia had 3 on 2. They still did not end up getting as good a shot as they'd like, but Turtle made them pay.
Turtle with a season-high 14 points, 12 of those in that first half. It's 47-34 Dogs. He's closing in on a career high. Long three, right side, good by Javen Cumberland, a 6'4 guard from Wilmington, Ohio. 44% three-point shooter, and we saw an example of that seconds ago. Good-looking shot. Dogs with the ball and a 10-point lead, 47-37. Claxton between a double team, going to get fouled on the left block. And the foul called on Trey Maddox, the 6'4 guard for Oakland. That's his first.
Yeah, and that's a shooting foul.
Big Clax to the line for 2. Nicholas with 4 points in the ball game, 2 for 2 from the line tonight. He's got 5 rebounds, 4 points, 3 assists. As we said, a little bit of everything from Big Clax. Free throw by the left-handers, up and in. Good. He's 3 for 3 from the line tonight.
Yeah, got 2 blocks and a steal.
Came into this game 10th in the nation in blocks per game, almost 3 per contest. He's had a couple more tonight. 84 deflections coming into the game as well, and he's had a lot more of those tonight. Second free throw, long look at the basket, good. Boy, he's really concentrating on the free throws, and he's 4 for 4 tonight.
Far more deliberate, but far more successful.
Yeah, we like that. 49-37, Georgia by 12, 17:39 to go. Clock moving. Second half. Oakland with the basketball, front court left. Beck out of the right corner, dribbles up on the right wing. Top of the key, they go to Norris. Hard pass inside to Hill-Mays and fouled from behind by Ogbede, who was trying to deny their big guy the pass.
Reached over him and just... Those kind of fouls, it makes it really easy to officiate.
That's Derek's third. Wilridge to the scores table, but can't check in time.
Oh, goodness.
Lob pass over Claxton on the baseline to Beck. They have to inbound that ball deep into the front court.
How far do you have to throw it to get it over Claxton jumping?
About 40 feet. Hill-Mays works on the block right side. Puts it up with a right hand. It rolls off the iron, no good, but a foul on Rayshawn Hammonds for Georgia. That's his second. Dogs are racking them up early here. That's our third foul in 2 minutes and 44 seconds of the second half. That'll put Xavier Hill-Mays at the free throw line, 6'7", 248. He's a 75% foul shooter. He's coming off his fewest points in a game this season in their loss to Hartford on Sunday. Only had 7 points. He did have a career-high 9 rebounds in the ball game. The free throw is up and in good. He's got 9 in this game tonight, but he averages 23 a game. Ogbede comes out pouring sweat as he goes to the bench.
You know, when you just look at him just physically, you wouldn't think that of him. And then you watch him play and you go, yeah, I can see where he's a load to handle.
Second free throw is good. Woolridge has checked in for Georgia. And as we said, Ogbede out. Lead is 10 for the Dogs, 49-39. So the Grizzlies have whittled 7 points off our largest lead of the contest. Here's Hightower, dribbles inside the arc on the right side of the floor to Jackson above the arc. Left side, the pass goes to Woolridge. Now check a whistle. On that far side of the floor, we got a hold on Trey Maddox, their guard. That's his second foul. The team's second. Dogs will get the ball inbound on the baseline, left of the basket, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Rayshawn throws it to T-Shawn. Hightower, top of the key, dribbles behind the back, spins at the foul line, kills the dribble at the elbow, fires it back out front to Hammonds. He'll attack again, throws up a left-hander, good! Running towards the basket, he floated that left-hander up and in.
Rayshawn loves that move, just right down the middle, gets in the air, floats a little, adjusts the ball, and
defender
gets a shot.
Just backpedaling, can't do anything with it. 51-39, Georgia out front. Oakland with the ball. Check that action down in the post between Claxton and Hill-Mays, and they're going to get Nicholas for the foul. Claxton with his second. Team's fourth. 16:31 on the clock. And Oakland will inbound the basketball here momentarily. Turtle comes out. Crump goes in for Georgia. Norris, quick feed on the bounce into Cumberland. He curls around, runs through the lane, reverse pivot, travel. Dragged the foot. Tried to slam on the break and reverse pivot in the lane, and he dragged the foot and is called for traveling. Grizzlies will turn it over. That's their 10th of the game.
I thought, boy, that was a great move. How'd he get that open? Then I realized, that's how he did it.
Get your help where you can, as long as you don't get caught, right? But he got caught.
He got caught.
Dogs in the front court right. Claxton, he got caught. He traveled with a basketball. After he took that pass and that jab step, gets called for walking in the far corner of the floor. And we give it right back to them. That's our 9th turnover. They've got 10. Georgia leads at 51-39, 16-10 on the clock. It's moving here in half number 2, but not very rapidly. The whistle keeps stopping that clock. Hill-Mays with a pump fake above the arc. Claxton doesn't bite. Go to Maddox. Our defender fell down. Maddox will shoot a 3. Good. Crump fell down trying to fight through a screen, and Maddox had an open 3, and he made us pay for it. Dozen points for Trey Maddox, season high for the freshman who got his first start tonight. Here's Woolridge along the baseline. They block, and that's a foul on the guys in gold. That'll get us into a timeout with 15:46 to go. The foul whistled on James Beck for Oakland. Timeout, Georgia 51, Oakland 42. It's a 9-point lead now for the Dogs. Back in a moment on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
We are the Georgia Bulldogs. Day in and day out, we push ourselves to the limit, always going the extra mile to be the best we can possibly be. with a work ethic that never quits and a spirit that never wavers.
At Ford, it's this kind of commitment that makes F-Series America's best-selling truck. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today or visit buyfordnow.com.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of UGA Athletics, and every Dogs fan deserves to save money. Get fired up about our low natural gas rates and switch to Scana Energy by calling 877-GO-SCANA or visiting scanaenergy.com. Your gas bill shouldn't make you see red. Red is reserved for game day. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com to start saving on your natural gas today.
Fans, your Georgia Bulldogs go above and beyond every single game. Rocket Mortgage goes above and beyond to provide a seamless mortgage experience. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. 51-42, Dogs lead is 9, single digits for the first time since early in the first half, as the Dogs have led from the opening tip thus far. But Oakland, Chuck, pecking away at that lead. It was as much as 17 in the first half. They got it down to 9 right now.
Yeah, you said the last time, you were just telling me during the break, it was 15-8 the last time it was in single digits, Georgia's lead. But again, this is what we talk about here. Georgia's got to develop this killer instinct where they come out and put teams away and not play around.
Dogs inbound, baseline right in front court. Hammonds throws a long cross-court pass into the left corner to Hightower. He misses the three from there, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now, this is a three-point shooting team, and they can get right back into it at any moment. They've got that long three-point streak going, 949 straight games. A turnaround two on the right baseline by Hill Mays is no good, and a foul on the rebound by Oakland. That's on Beck again. That's his fourth now, James Beck.
Seems like we've been calling his name a lot.
Well, he had the previous foul, and now he just picked up another one.
Is he staying in? They're going to leave him on the floor?
Yeah, Greg Campy out at the edge of the coach's box.
If they're going to leave him on the floor, then Georgia needs to go right at him. Here you go.
Going to get Karmari Newman, a 6'4 guard, in the ball game for Beck, I'm assuming, who has four fouls. No, he will stay in. The guy with four fouls stays in.
No. Okay, yeah, now here we go. No.
Cumberland started to come out, a guard, and then Beck stayed on the floor. He never made a move towards the bench, but now their head coach says, nope, guy with four fouls, you need to come out. So he does. Beck goes to the bench. 51-42 Georgia. Hightower dribbles around a screen from Wilridge. Pass goes to Hammonds. He misses a three from the left wing. Rebound to Oakland. Norris pushes it up in a hurry. Cumberland for three. Good. And the lead is down to 6. Here we go again. His first three of the night. Javen Cumberland shoots 44% from three. Hightower double teamed on the baseline. Jump pass back out front. Cross court intercepted. There's that cross court pass again. Intercepted. Grizzlies with the ball. Maddox drives. Deflected by Claxton. Taken away by Wilridge. Nicholas with another deflection. Crump's got it now down the lane. He's going to scoop it from the left side. Nowhere near. Hammonds tips it out of the air. Can't control the ball. Loses it on the floor, and it's taken by Oakland. It's 51-45. It's time to have a little concern in your play. 14:20 to go in the game. Grizzlies were down 17. They're down only 5 now, and they've got the ball, looking for more. Cumberland, crossover dribble, goes to the right, hands it off to Norris. Braden Norris, their 6-foot freshman guard, guarded by Crump. Top of the key, straightaway three, good.
You said it, Scott. You said, they're a three-shooting team and shoot themselves back into it in a hurry.
And they have. It's a 3-point, one-possession game now. 51-48. Norris, the guy that just made that last three, is 62% shooter from long distance. Hightower, right corner three. We need one. We got one. T-Shawn Hightower rattles it around the rim in front of our bench. That three-pointer by T-Shawn, brought to you by Scana Energy. We needed that basket.
Yes, we did. The Dogs did well on offense. They moved the ball quickly and found Hightower wide open. No defender near him.
54-48. We double our lead from 3 to 6. 13:25 to go in the ball game. Long time to play. Here's Hill Mays, works against Claxton, spins on the block, throws it up off the glass, hits the rim, no good. Rebound Hammonds for the Dogs. Crump's got it into the front court to Claxton along the foul line. Pass goes right to Hightower. He's bumped on the right edge of the lane by Xavier Hill Mays, and that's a foul. That's his third. And it's going to be 2 shots for Tishon for the Dogs. With our score 54-48, the clock stopped at 13:08. The 6'4" sophomore guard from Lithonia will go to the line for 2 free throws here.
We got a squad coming off the side here to come in the game.
Oakland has called a time, and we will too, with 13:08 remaining in the contest. Georgia 54, Oakland 48. Back in a moment, Bulldogs Sports Network.
There's a common misconception that all chicken sandwiches from the South are the same. Cue Zaxby's new buttermilk and hand-breaded Southern Sweet and Smoky and Southern TLC chicken sandwiches. One has sweet pickles, lettuce, smoky backyard sauce, and a potato bun. The other, a perfected classic with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Both served with crinkle fries in a 22-ounce tray. The Southern chicken sandwich will never be the same. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs.
Indeed knows it's hard to find qualified candidates when you're hiring.
It's like finding a unicorn.
But when you post your job on Indeed, it's easy to find people with the skills you need.
Nurse practitioner, 4+ years experience, acute care certification.
Indeed has a huge pool of amazing candidates and screener tools that help you find your most qualified applicants.
Whoa, an entire short list of unicorns.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. For every 3-point shot made by the Dogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. And the Dogs are racking up some donations from Scana Energy tonight. 9 3-pointers in the game by Georgia, 9 of 19 shooting that ball from long distance. Oakland has 8 3-pointers in the ball game. They've got half of those in this half. 4 of them.
That's what's gotten them back as close as they've had it here. Got it down to 3 points. Fortunately, Hightower hit the 3 and now at the line here for a couple.
Tishon, 65% foul shooter when the game began. Right-handed release. Free throw is up and in good. He's 3 for 3 tonight. 9 points in the game for Hightower. Second free throw. Long look, deep breath, knee bend, release, good.
Well, they had it to 3, and now he's hit 5 straight points for Georgia. That helped.
56-48. A little bit of breathing room. It's an 8-point game. But the way these guys can shoot threes, that's not very breathable. Well, Norris missed one from straight away. And the rebound goes to the Dogs. Georgia pushes it up the floor left to right. Hammonds inside to the foul line to Ogbede. Back out to Hightower for a 3. Hits the front edge of the rim. Rebound batted about under the bucket, and a foul is going to be whistled on the Dogs. They got Ogbede with his 4th. Apparently a hand went to the face, said the official. In the struggle for the rebound, Ogbede comes out. Amante Ngumeze, the 6'9 freshman from Savannah, comes into the ball game. And Greg Campy was going to make a substitution with Beck, his player with 4 fouls, and he sends him back to the bench. He'd gotten up to check in at the scorer's table. Coach Campy said, nope, go back and sit down. 56-48, Dogs by 8. Oakland with a basketball. Check a whistle on the baseline. Away from the ball. And we're going to get Hightower with a foul.
And now here comes back.
T-Shawn with his first, team sixth. And the next foul by Georgia will put Oakland on the foul line.
And the next foul by Beck will put him on the bench.
Well, we'll see where that goes. Newman drives hard into the lane with a heavy pump fake. Misses the 8-footer in front of the basket. Beck fights hard for the rebound to keep it alive. Oakland for a three from the right wing. That won't go. Hill Mays gets the rebound. Goes right back up with it. And another foul on Hightower.
How many chances were we going to give him there?
Well, we're getting a lot of offensive boards. And now it's going to be number 2 on Hightower, and that will put Xavier Hill Mays, the 6'7" forward from Greensboro, North Carolina, at the free throw line. Two-shot foul. Free throw is up and in. Good. 11 points for their leading scorer this season. He's averaging 23. He's got 11 tonight. Coming off a game where he only had 7 on Sunday, and their loss to Hartford. Another free throw to come. It's 56-49. Georgia led by 17 in the first half, by 11 at intermission. Oakland got it down to 3 moments ago. Hill Mays misses the second free throw. He made 1 out of 2 of that trip. Dogs with the ball as we rebound the miss. 7-point lead for Georgia. Hightower now trapped, double team high on the right wing, and a foul going to be called on Braden Norris. As Pat Adams says, he got in his personal space a little bit. They tried to tie him up with that double team, and Norris got a little too aggressive and committed the foul, his first of the game. No, that's his second, excuse me. Harrison is back in for Georgia. Christian Harrison, long lob to the near side to Hightower. Skip it to Turtle in the right corner, dribbles it up the right wing. At the hash, now drives to the top of the key. Hill Mays gets out in front of him. We go to Ingumeze. Pass on the baseline to Claxton with 2 to shoot. Turnaround jumper, won't go. Rebound, we're fighting for it on the far side.
Ingumeze had it.
And stripped out of bounds by Oakland. It'll be the Dogs' ball.
Good, and that was great hustle by Amanzi Ingumeze, the true freshman.
And his hustle helped Georgia hang on to the basketball. It'll be our possession after the timeout. 11:40 to go in the game. It's Georgia 56 and Oakland 49. Back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
Hey, college hoops fans! Now that the action is heating up this season, Cheez-It and Pringles want to remind you that being hungry for a win is good. Being just hungry? Not so much. So stock up on Pringles and Cheez-It before the game. Because the best way to keep the team spirit high in your home is to keep the snack bowls full. With Pringles and Cheez-It.
Hey, Dog fans, at StubHub, every Georgia ticket is 100% guaranteed. You'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years and is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there. 11:40 to play. Georgia 56, Oakland 49. But Chuck, for a Golden Grizzlies team that doesn't play a whole lot of defense. At least they haven't this season. There's a lot of defense here in this second half, or maybe it's just sloppy offensive play.
Yeah, Dogs only 3 for 10 from the floor here in the second half, Scott, which is, I was pointing out to you, it's not exactly filling it up, is it?
Dogs will try to amend that here. Turtle for 3. Missed it off the front rim. Rebound Claxton, but a whistle and a foul on the guys in gold. A push on the rebound that's going to go on Javen Cumberland. Second foul on Cumberland, the 6'4" redshirt junior guard from Wilmington, Ohio, and it's 1-1. Christian Harrison back at the free throw line for the second time in the game for the Dogs.
Yeah, he was 0 for 2 last time, but shot looks nice. Maybe knock down a couple here.
Right-hander from Atlanta, up and in, good. Harrison with his first point of the game. Transfer from Troy, fifth-year senior, and a walk-on here at Georgia. Second free throw is also good. Rolled it over the iron, got it to fall. 2 for 2 for Harrison. He adds to the Georgia lead, 58-49. They got it down to 3. Now we've pushed it back up to 9. Norris dribbles the basketball, works against Hightower, feeds it in on the bounce to Hill Mays in the lane. One-hander from 10 in front of the basket. Rattles out, no good. Rebound to the Dogs. We fly up the floor. Hightower to Harrison in the lane. Kick out to Ngumeze on the right wing. He travels after he took that pass from Harrison.
You know, I was just about to compliment him, too, on what a great rebound he had on the other end. So it just goes to show you, the color analyst giveth and the color analyst taketh away.
Oakland with a basketball. Norris dribbles on the logo just inside the half-court line, guarded by Hightower. Dogs in a man-to-man defense. We're up by 9 with 10:49 to go. Cumberland, long off-balance 3 from the right side. Hits it high on the glass, no good. Rebound to the Dogs. Claxton going to take it all the way. Floater leaves his left hand on the block, no good. Gets his own follow, goes back up, leans in, kisses it off the window. It goes, and he's fouled. Count the basket and send Big Clax to the free throw line. And that's your Swifty Car Wash Express play of the game. Claxton he had a 4-4 sprint running up the court.
Well, he had missed that shot, then he got the rebound. He hustled, got the rebound, turned back around, and that was a nice shot as he was getting fouled.
Foul was on Xavier Hill Mays, his 4th. They've got 2 guys now with 4 fouls, and they're both on the floor for Greg Campy's team. Claxton adjusting his uniform, waiting to shoot a free throw to try to finish a 3-point play. Big Clax with 8 points, 8 rebounds. Looking for his 9th point of the game. Long look at the basket. Releases it with the left hand. Missed it deep. And the rebound taken by Newman for Oakland. 60-49 is our score. The Dogs have a double-digit lead again. They go inside to Hill Mays. A sweeping right-handed jump hook shot in front of the bucket is good. And he's got 13 points in the ball game. Dogs in the front court. Claxton looks at the 3, pulls it down, doesn't take it, gives it to Turtle. Ball comes to Hightower on a skip pass. Back over to Turtle with a head fake on the 3. Back over to Hightower. Right wing 3. Missed it badly. Hit the backboard. No rim. Rebound. Caroms down to Cumberland. Norris has it in front court left. Hill Mays, trailer. Long 3 straight away. Won't go. Beck with the rebound. Offensive board for the Golden Grizzlies. They'll try again. Newman's right corner 3 off the rim. Harrison is fouled on the rebound attempt. They don't call it. The Dogs rebound anyway with Claxton.
Harrison was in the air, too.
Yeah, he was bumped out of the way. It was a pretty good foul, but they didn't whistle it. 60-51, the lead down to 9 for Georgia. Dogs with the ball. Hard pass overhead to Claxton under the basket. He was falling back a little bit, but he got enough of his balance to put it up and in. The pass from Turtle, that's the assist from Jackson. 62-51.
His defender had fallen down. That was pretty much just a Nicholas against the basket, and I like Nicholas's chances there.
That basket put Claxton in double figures, by the way, with 10, and now we got a foul on the other end by the freshman, Amanze Ngumeze. He went through his defender trying to deny him an entry pass in the left block. And Amanze picks up his second foul of the game. He'll come out of the contest along with Turtle. Coach Crean, a teaching moment for his 6'9" freshman from Savannah. Ignas Sargunas has checked into the ball game.
He's doing exactly what a freshman should do. Standing there listening and nodding.
Yes. Free throw, barely draws iron by Hill Mays. That's no good. And the Dogs rebound and work it on the offensive end. Sargunas, a little hop on his dribble on the left side, into the corner to Clax. 3 ball from there, won't go. Rebound Beck for Oakland. 62-51, Georgia's lead is 11. That's where it was at the half. Pump fake Hill Mays on the 3, dragged the pivot foot. He's got a kind of a vicious pump fake. He really gets his body in motion on that pump fake, but he picked up the pivot foot just barely, and now he comes out of the ball game and rips off that mask off his face. Grizzlies turn it over for the 11th time in the game. Georgia will bring it in. Sargunas steps across the timeline. He's guarded by Karmari Newman at 6'4". Wrap around, skip pass to Hammonds. Down to Claxton on the left low block. Jump hook left of the lane. Off the iron. Rebound Beck for Oakland. 1 and out for the Dogs on that possession. 8.5 minutes to go. Here's Norris for 3. Hits the front of the rim. Rebound to Hammonds. Rayshon zips up the floor. Runs into traffic. Harrison on the baseline. Tried to pitch it back to Hammonds. Oakland steals it. Takes it the other way. Beck with a spin move on the block. Kick out for a 3. And that's good. Javen Cumberland in the right corner. That's his 3rd 3 of the half. He's got 11 points, 9 in this half, all on 3-point shots. And the lead is down to 8 for the Dogs, 62-54. Claxton going to step inside the arc for a 2.
Beck.
And they foul him.
That's Beck.
In the act, and that's 5 on Beck.
Let me get up and give him my seat.
And it's going to be 2 free throws coming up for Claxton after the timeout. So Beck is fouled out of the ball game. 7:57 to go. 62-54. Georgia leads Oakland. Now this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
(62-54). Dogs lead the Golden Grizzlies with 7:57 remaining in this contest. You can enjoy the road home this holiday season in a BMW through January 2nd. Take advantage of the up to $3,000 holiday credit. Visit BMWATL.com for details. Go Dogs.
Scott, I tell you, you look at the percentages for us from the floor tonight. First half, 46%. Second half, 29%. You think, boy, that's a really bad drop-off. Till you look at our three-point shooting, which was 53% in the first half and 12% here in the second half. Now that is a drop-off. We're 1 for 8 from behind the arc here in the second half.
We're going to try to hit something from the foul line right here when play comes back in. Nicholas Claxton at the line for 2 shots after James Beck, the 6'8 sophomore forward, fouled out for Oakland. Claxton with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Another double-double for Nicholas. Free throw number 1 in the air. Rolls it in good. 11 and 10 for Big Clax. His third, make it fourth double-double this season, and fourth of his career. Second free throw's in the air. Good. He only missed one tonight, 6 for 7.
And if deflections were a true category, he'd have the triple-double.
Yeah, you're right. All right, the Dogs lead by 10. We've got Sargunas, we've got Toppin, we've got Connor O'Neill in the ball game, we've got Crump, and we've got Rayshawn Hammonds. Norris has got the ball for Oakland, top of the key. They go to Big Brechting, who's back in after a long seat on the bench. Hill Mays in trouble to Brechting, over to Norris, left wing. Drives against Sargunas, lost the handle in the corner. 6 to shoot. Norris on a bounce feed to Hill Mays, spins against Hammonds, rolls it over the heel of the iron, but a foul on Hammonds. Going to put him on the line. We almost got out of there live.
He took Rashawn to school that time. That was a quick spin move to the little drop step spin move to the basket, and Rashawn was just kind of left looking and reaching.
Xavier Hill Mays is that's a hyphenated last name, by the way. His size is deceptive, 6'7" and 250, but he's got some terrific moves down around the block.
Great quickness.
Yes, very good. His free throw is good too, by the way. He's got 14 points in the ball game now. 64-55. 64-56 as he hits a pair of free throws.
Now, if you're Georgia, I'd try to go at him.
Yeah, because he's got 4 fouls. Sargunas left open for a 3, too deep. Hammonds a one-handed rebound, back up too high off the glass. Falls to the floor. He's shaken up. Brechting got the rebound.
I think Rashawn, he landed on somebody else's foot and rolled his ankle.
He is crumpled on the floor right now, and Georgia's trainer, Lance Schumann, out on the floor, and Tom Crean going to check on him. Rayshawn is up. A little hitch in his step. He's going to walk into the tunnel, I think, or he's going to go take a seat down past the end of the bench. Hopefully he's okay. He got up like he was.
Yeah. It's not as bad once he got up as it looked when he was laying there.
That's probably what it felt like when he did it, yeah.
Well, sometimes when you go up in the air and you'll land on top of somebody else's foot and you roll your ankle off of that, and that's when you really suffer one of those high ankle sprains.
Big Clax comes back in for Georgia. Our lead is 9. There's still way too much time to be comfortable with this thing. A little more than 7 minutes. Hill Mays misses a short one-hander on the left block off the rim, but they get the offensive rebound. He works against O'Neal, and Connor going to be whistled for a foul on the turnaround on the block.
That was the right thing for Connor to do. Take the foul in there. And do it the way he did it, making sure that you got the strong, hard foul without him getting the basket.
Connor O'Neill, 6'6" senior forward from Roswell, Georgia. He's a walk-on for the Dogs.
And let me make a point about Connor, too. He gave us some valuable minutes the other night. That young man interned at a bank in Boston during the summer and was so impressive that they've offered him a full-time job at the conclusion of his season here and his graduation. They've offered him a full-time job. He was that impressive this summer. If you got a chance to hire a student athlete from this school, you ought to do it. They know how to time manage. They know how to work hard.
Hill Mays makes 1 of 2 at the foul line. Connor's also the male representative on the athletic board, the student male representative on the UGA athletic board. So that's a feather in his cap as well. Here's Toppin driving in from the right side. They're going to call an offensive foul on the Dogs. JoJo with a charge. That's his first foul. That's only a 7-point lead. It's 64-57 rather. Oakland got it down to 3 in this half, and then Georgia pushed it back up to double figures, but here come the Golden Grizzlies again. And Georgia's got a couple of freshmen on the floor right now and a walk-on. The freshmen are Sargunas and Toppin. The walk-on is O'Neal. And Crump and Claxton round out our 5 on the floor right now. Hill Mays got away from Claxton, spins on the block, takes a pass from the wing, lays it up and in.
I think he rolled his ankle.
He's down on the floor right now after he made the bucket to make it a 5-point game. 18 points for their big man. He's up slowly. He will stay in, not because he wants to, but because he has to, and he probably wants to as well. But Greg Campy.
And here's Hammond's back. That's good news for Georgia. Rashawn back on the floor.
O'Neal comes out. Rashawn back in. 64-59. Oakland hanging around. Crump for three straight away. Too deep, no good. Rebound. Brechting running for it on the far side. He tried to slam on the brakes so he didn't fall out of bounds, and he ended up walking with the ball. He got to the rebound but couldn't slam on the brakes fast enough before he hit that far sideline, and he travels with it. So it'll be the Dogs' ball. Rashawn will inbound front court far sideline to Crump. Back to Rashawn. Hammonds holds. Newman gets on him defensively. Now he dribbles into a double team, spins, lost the ball, got it back, and scores from the left side of the rim. How did that happen?
Well, he scored underneath Becton there.
Jeez. He lost the ball and then caught it before they got their hands on it. And then was able to score. 66-59. Three-pointer, Cumberland. Good, right side. Wow.
Look at this. It's a 4-point game.
I don't want to look. Do I have to? Crump will try to extend it. Three ball straight away, won't go. Norris. Tyree's just off tonight. He's too deep on the threes. Norris got it for Oakland. It's a 4-point game. They've been as close as three in this half. They've never led tonight. 5:27 on the clock, 5:26. Golden Grizzlies with the ball. Cumberland to make it a 1-point game. His three rattles out from the left wing. Rebound to Claxton. Crump, diagonal long pass to Sargunas, left corner three. Hits the far side of the rim, no good. Brechting with the rebound.
Ice cold.
66-62, Georgia by 4. Oakland with a basketball. Third and final game of this series, at least for now, unless they sign another contract. Hill Mays with a lay-in on the left baseline. Good. A nifty pass from Braden Norris out front. He threaded the needle, and Hill Mays laid it up and in. He's got 20 points now. It took him a while to get to his average, and Georgia will call a timeout.
Wow.
4:56 remaining in the ball game.
I just feel like I've seen this movie.
66-64. This is as close as Oakland has been since the tip. And now they're going to go to a full TV timeout here. 4:56 to go. 66-64. Georgia by 2. Timeout on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away, so for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan, tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
Dogs with the ball as play resumes. Georgia in the front court. Wilridge in the lane. Dish to Claxton. He powers it up and in. Got fouled as well. Count the bucket. And send him to the line. The foul on Big Brechting for Oakland.
And Brechting turned around and expressed outrage. It was a clear foul. He expressed outrage at the official, but the reason is because he just gotten his rear end chewed by the coach during the previous timeout about his defense.
Yeah, that was a clear foul. There was no mistaking that one. There was a lot of body contact.
That was clearly for the benefit of his coach. Coach, I didn't foul him.
Claxton for an and one. Free throw by the left-hander. Rolls off the left side. No good. Nicholas has 14 points tonight, 11 rebounds, double-double for the 4th time this season. Georgia's lead is 4, 68-64. Cumberland with the ball, left wing. Brechting, top of the key, overhead pass back to Cumberland. His entry pass is tipped and stolen by Turtle. Jumped in the air, got the ball. Feeds Claxton on the run, drives down the lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the line again. Foul is on Braden Norris, the 6-foot guard. The freshman from Ohio commits his 3rd.
Norris had no choice. Look at the difference, the discrepancy in those two sizes.
Yeah.
He was trying to give ground and say, look, I'm in front of him, but he had no chance with Nicholas Claxton at 6'11".
Norris, as the free throw is in the air and settles on the rim and falls through good.
My goodness, Nicholas.
Claxton with 15 points. Norris became the starting point guard for Oakland after junior Braylon Neely quit the team in mid-November. He was the regular at that spot and then just up and left. And they haven't really missed him a whole lot, to be honest with you. Norris plays 40 minutes a game. He's on a stretch where he's played 3 straight 40-minute games for the Grizzlies. So he rarely comes off the floor.
He gets the Iron Man award.
You're not kidding.
Come on, Nick.
Free throw by Claxton, number 2. Long look at the basket. It's in the air, and he bounces it, rolls it in there again.
Wow.
That formula works. He's got 16 points, 11 rebounds. 70-64. Just a smidge of breathing room. We got a couple of liters of oxygen on reserve. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Oakland's got the basketball. Hill Mays to Newman, guarded by Hightower, who's back in. Newman backs up a little bit on the right wing. They go to Norris. Little hook pass down on the baseline to Hill Mays. Pump fake against Claxton. Pump fake. Ducks under the defender with 1 to go. Shoots. It rolls over the iron and off the iron. And the rebound plops right down into the arms of Nicholas Claxton.
And how about the defense that Nick played there?
He held his ground pretty good. Didn't bite on the pump fakes. 70-64. Oakland in a zone. They run side to side as the ball goes from corner to corner for Georgia. Hightower forces up a high running one-hander and it goes. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the shot I wanted to see him take, but I'll take it now.
I'm not sure if that's the shot he wanted to make. But he flexes a little bit and eyeballs his opponent after he made it. 72-64. Georgia extends it to 8 again. 3:03 to play in the contest. Top of the key. Brechting for 3. Bounces off the rim. Hightower jumps in the air, snatches that ball off the rim with one hand for the rebound. And Georgia will slow it a little bit, try to get some seconds off that clock. 2:45, 2:44, 16 on the shot clock. Hightower to Hammonds at the foul line. Scoop under the defender, won't go. Claxton to follow. His putback rolls over the iron. And a foul on Brechting for Oakland. It's going to be 2 shots for the Dogs. Brechting is fouled out of the game. That's his 5th, and he can't believe it.
Yeah, he's like, well, I will say this for him. In fairness to him, he's complaining now at the end of the game the same way he complained at the very start of the game. He's been an equal complainer throughout the game.
Equal opportunity.
Yep.
All the officials hear from him. Greg Campy's trying to bend the ear of Pat Adams right now, one of the officials. So they'll have that discussion while we're in a timeout with 2:37 to go. 72-64 is our score. And this game recap is brought to you by Regions Bank, official bank of the SEC. Well, Chuck, the Grizzlies have given Georgia some shaky moments here in the second half. Georgia had a 17-point lead in the first half. They led by 11 at intermission. And then Oakland got it down to, 2 just a few moments ago. Georgia's been able to push it back up. They've never surrendered the lead. That's the good part. And it's an 8-point cushion right now.
Well, that's definitely the good part. But I got to tell you, our shooting here in the second half has been abysmal. We are now, let me see, in the second half, well, we've gotten it back above 30%, at 30.8%, at 8 for 26 from the floor. But this is what's really good. In the first half, we were 8 for 15 from behind the arc, hitting threes. We've hit 1 for 12 here in the second half. 1 for 12.
But the good news is the Dogs lead by 8 with 2:37 to go. Breaking the action here at Stegman Coliseum while the teams huddle up. We'll pause for station identification on the Georgia Bulldog Sports Network. Along with Chuck Dowdle, Scott Howard back here courtside at Stegman Coliseum. Tony Schiavone's our producer-engineer. Cabell Philpott in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. 2:37 to go. The next to last home game of the 2018 calendar year for the Dogs. We go to Atlanta on Saturday to play at Georgia Tech, who lost to Gardner-Webb last night, 79-69 at home.
I'm sorry.
Tech is at Arkansas tomorrow night.
Could you repeat that again?
They lost to the Running Bulldogs last night in Atlanta.
Georgia Tech did.
And they got some more, yes.
Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
That's correct.
Lost to Gardner-Webb.
They're now 5-4. And again, they'll play at Arkansas tomorrow night before hosting Georgia on Saturday at noon at McCamish Pavilion. And then Georgia has a few days off for the Christmas break. And then they return to play on December 30th. Here in this building, a 6 o'clock Sunday night contest against the Minutemen of UMass.
I'll tell you what, you and I'll be here.
We will be here. Then we'll be in New Orleans the next day for the Sugar Bowl the following day. Claxton at the free throw line for the Dogs. Free throw is up and in. Good. Big Clax continues to add to his point total. 17 now in the ball game. And 9 of 11 from the foul line. Impressive stuff by the big guy. Second free throw in the air. Missed it deep that time. Maddox got the rebound. Trey Maddox, a 6'4" freshman guard. 73-64. We've worked it back up to 9, and they turn it over on a drive down the lane.
Hightower reached around from behind. Sometimes you get called for a foul on that. He made sure he didn't touch him, but knocked the ball free. Great defense.
The Grizzlies have been one of the best teams possessing the ball this season, certainly in their league, maybe in all of college basketball. They just haven't turned the ball over a lot, but they've turned it over 13 times, make it 14 tonight. Here's Woolridge, jump pass into the corner. Hightower open for a three, good, with 1 second left on the shot clock. T-Shawn Hightower with a Scana Energy three-point basket. And look at that, the lead right back up to double figures. The Dogs on a run. 10 straight points to make it 76-64. 11, make it 1:44 to go in the ball game. Now a foul on the defensive end for the Dogs, and they will get Claxton. And that's 10 fouls on the Dogs, double bonus for the Golden Grizzlies. Boy, Greg Campy's been talking to anybody that will listen in a striped shirt. Every time I look down there, there's a different official getting
his ear bent.
I don't know if it's an ugly conversation. The officials just seem to be standing there listening. Free throw by Xavier Hill-Mays is no good.
And that's where the official says to him, Coach, if you'd spend more time with your guys shooting free throws, you might not be yelling at me so much.
1:43 to go. He's talked to a lot of officials in his 35 years, and that's 35 years at that school. Third longest tenure at one school of any coach in college basketball.
That's
Second
impressive.
free throw is good. Only Jim Boeheim and Mike Krzyzewski have been at their school longer. Dogs turn it over in the backcourt. Cumberland with a steal of a pass. Newman straightaway three for the Grizzlies. Won't go. Rebound Hightower. They foul him once. They don't call it. Then they foul him at half court, and they do call it because they threw a body block at the half court line. And T-Shawn should get free throws here. Double bonus time for the Dogs and Hightower. Newman with his first foul. And T-Shawn to the line for the third time in the ball game. He's 4 for 4 tonight from the stripe. Clock stopped with 1:33 to go. 76-65 Georgia. Hightower at the line. The right-hander puts it in the air and it rattles. Rolls off the left side. No good. First miss of the night for T-Shawn from the line.
If somebody had just opened a door on the north end of Stegman, that ball would have blown over into the basket.
He'll get another crack
it was
at
just
it.
Sitting there.
Second free throw's in the air, all net. Left no doubt with that one. 13 points for Tyshawn Hightower. Georgia's lead is a dozen. They've gotten it down to 2. Norris's shot blocked by Woolridge on the wing. Hammonds picks up the ball, dribbles down the lane, behind the back, scoop shot, layup good. Rayshawn Hammonds with a brilliant drive and a bucket.
That's a 6'8" guy making a move like a 5'10" guard.
79-65. The run continues. Now it's halted by Norris. A short two-pointer left of the lane by Braden Norris. With a minute 10 to go, they call a timeout. Oakland calls a 30. Greg Campy, his head coach, wasn't impressed by that shot because he was yelling at his guard, his freshman point guard, as soon as he called the timeout.
Probably wanted him to take a 3. I'm not sure, but I mean, when you look at the score, it makes sense that at that point you may want to try to knock down a 3.
Well, that move by Hammonds, impressive stuff. Rayshawn with 15 points in the ball game tonight. We've got 3 guys in double figures, led by Claxton, who's got a double-double tonight, his 4th of the year, 17 points and 13 boards. And look at that, Rayshawn Hammonds has his first career double-double tonight. 15 points and 10 rebounds. Hightower's got 16 points. Turtle Jackson's got 14 points. 12 of his came in the first half on some hot three-point shooting for the senior from Athens. It's a lead of 12 for the Dogs, 79-67. With 78 seconds to play in the ballgame. Claxton double-teamed in the backcourt, lobs a cross-court pass to Hammonds, takes it into the front side. Rayshawn spin move, good layup from the right side this time.
They had the court so spread out that the middle was just wide open for Rayshawn.
As soon as he spun away from the defenders, it was all wide open. And an easy layup right off the glass for Hammonds. Now here's Maddox working down the left side, floater with the right hand. Left edge of the lane is off the mark, and the rebound goes to Rayshawn Hammonds. 81-67. Dogs are going to win this ball game with 30 seconds to go. Georgia's got the possession. Hightower, top of the key. Dribble handoff to Claxton on the left wing. Back to Hightower. They go inside Hammonds, quickly out to Nicholas. He'll shoot a long 2 in the circle. It's an air ball. Out of bounds under the basket. It'll be Oakland's basketball with 18.6 to go. Shot clock is off, and the Dogs' lead is at 14. It looks good on the scoreboard right now, but we know it was a lot closer than this.
Yeah.
Norris,
a lot closer than it needed to be.
Into the front court with a behind-the-back dribble, drives down the right edge of the lane, and a foul on the Dogs as he flips it up off the right side of the backboard. Fouls on Hightower, stops the clock with 11.9 to go, and will send Braden Norris, the 6-foot freshman guard, to the line. 79% foul shooter. His first trip to the line tonight. Well, Norris hasn't played all 40 minutes of this ball game, but he's played 36 as he hits the free throw to get into double figures with 10. Second free throw for Norris. In the air, good. He's got 11. Dogs inbound, 11 seconds to go. Claxton lobs it into the front court to Hightower. Tyshawn will just hold it. They will guard but not foul. The clock will tick down. 3 seconds. Hightower dribbles away from the defender, and that's the ball game. Greg Campy with a smile on the handshake for Tom Crean at half court. And Georgia has won its 6th game of the season. 81-69 is their final as the Dogs were able to put Oakland away in the last 90 seconds or so, Chuck.
Well, you know, I talked about I wanted to see us come out and win the second half by 12. I think we won the second half by what? By 1. By 1 point. And we've got to find a way, Scott, to play in the second half with the same kind of efficiency that we play with in the first half. We just, you know, you're not going to beat great basketball teams, and the SEC is littered with them, you know, on a consistent basis if you can't do that, if you can't do that. Now, this is interesting in front of us. Rayshawn Hammonds getting a little chat from one of the assistant coaches for Oakland, I'm sure telling him what a talented player he is. And so now Turtle Jackson joining us here. Turtle, how are you?
How you doing?
Doing well. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, the first question, you know, we can't seem to put a team away and keep them away.
Yes, sir. We just got to come out and listen to Coach Crean better, come out with more energy. He's trying to figure out what we should do at halftime to do it. So we've been changing things up. Just getting prepared and listening to him throughout the halftime break.
Yeah, we didn't shoot very well in the second half.
Yes, sir.
Fortunately, we bought ourselves enough margin there in that first half.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, we came out strong in the first half, so we was out there. A lot of people hit a lot of shots. Rayshawn came out and performed very well towards the end.
Turtle, tell us about your hot shooting performance in that first half. You came out and hit 4 straight threes.
Hey, God answer prayers. I've just been praying a lot. I've been feeling like.
Is that the difference? Just your prayers were answered?
Sir. That's all it is. Just prayers and patience.
A lot of work in the gym too, I would imagine.
Oh yeah. Listen to Coach Cream a lot after practice. We talk a lot about stepping to the ball a lot more. So we try to stay behind the NBA line to step into the three-point line, college threes. So it's working out. So I just got to be patient and just keep praying and keep working.
You look like you felt more comfortable once you hit a couple, got some confidence going. Was that a factor as well?
Well, yes. Yeah. I mean, if you hit one, it's like, hey, you hit another one, hey, why not show them another one? So just thankful that, went in tonight and glad we came out with the win.
What are your thoughts about this team as one of the seniors on this team? And this team is looking for leaders and leadership. I'm sure you've heard that from Coach Crean a lot. But as one of the elder statesmen on this team, what are your thoughts about how this squad is progressing?
Progressing very well. We're just learning how to come out after halftime and try to put teams away. I feel like Dog Nation is going to be so great within the year and after that, because our young guys are just so fantastic, from Ty to Ignis to Slim or what's the real name? Manze. Hey, it's similar like the turtle thing. You don't remember his nickname. You don't know his real name.
I was going to say, he's not slim either.
No, not at all.
He's a big kid. Turtle, tell us a little bit now about, you guys have Georgia Tech next, and then you've got UMass. You've got 3 games before you hit your conference schedule. Boy, it'd be great to have momentum going into that conference.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're just hoping that Dog Nation come out and support, which they will. Come out with a lot of energy and just take it game by game.
You get one more crack at Tech on Saturday. What are your thoughts about that?
Hey, let's go out there, prepare for them, and have fun.
All right, Turtle Jackson, thanks very much. Congratulations.
Appreciate
14
it, pal.
points
Congratulations.
tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much.
All right, Turtle Jackson, our IBEW player of the game. As Turtle Jackson, our senior from Athens, with 14 points tonight, had a terrific first half with 4 straight threes, as we mentioned, and had 12 of his 14 in that first 20 minutes as Georgia wins it 81-69 over Oakland.
Can I just say something, just not about Turtle's play tonight, just the way he conducts himself? Boy, it's hard not to pull for a kid like that, isn't it?
Oh, you're 100% right,
I mean,
yes.
Just a 100% class act.
Yeah, well, he's respectful, and we were fortunate enough to run into his parents on the Cayman Islands trip, on the travel down and back. And his parents are very nice, and it's easy to see how he was raised.
Brought up.
Yes.
Yeah, well, he is just a class act.
81-69 is our final. That's a class performance by Georgia as they finish off the Grizzlies late in the ball game, but they win it by double figures to pick up their 6th win of the season. Now 6-4. Oakland has lost 5 of its last 6 games as that long, dragging road trip continues for them. They'll be at Michigan State Friday night for their next ball game. They're now 4-8, and as we said, Georgia goes to Atlanta on Saturday to face Georgia Tech at noon at McCamish Pavilion.
And you pointed out earlier, Georgia Tech lost to
Gardner-Webb.
Gardner-Webb
last night. Yeah, got Arkansas tomorrow on the road. Our post-game coverage brought to you by Aaron's and by Regions. Regions is helping Bulldog fans take their next step. They've awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. Got a goal? Get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. And by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Again, our final, Georgia 81, Oakland 69. Our post-game locker room report is straight ahead here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about defense, I think of Rocket Mortgage. They created Rate Shield. If rates go up, you're defended. But if rates go down, you get that lower rate. And that can save you some serious cash. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Racial approval only valid on certain 30-year purchase transactions.
What's up, sports fans? Today on the show, we've got State Farm agent Cole Perez.
Cole. Hey, guys, I'm just here to let the listeners know that State Farm is here to help life go right.
Okay, well, what if it's raining threes so hard that your gutters get damaged?
I think.
What if you're on your home court and somebody swats a brick into your new sedan?
Boom!
Yeah, State Farm can help cover damage to your car or home.
Nice!
It is nice.
Talk to an agent about combining your home and auto insurance today. State Farm, here to help life go right.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
Everybody knows that peanuts are the state crop of Georgia. But did you know that Georgia farmers contribute nearly $75 billion to the state's economy each year? That's not peanuts. Those billions are why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers by promoting agriculture and offering access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. Peanuts.
Our exclusive coverage of Georgia basketball continues with the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's. Now, back to courtside for continuing live coverage of Georgia basketball.
Hightower, top of the key, dribbles behind the back, spins at the foul line, kills the dribble at the elbow, fires it back out front to Hammonds. He'll attack again, throws up a left-hander, good! Running towards the basket, he floated that left-hander up and in.
Rayshawn loves that move, just right down the middle, gets in the air, floats a little, adjusts the ball, and
defender
gets a shot.
Just backpedaling, can't do anything with it. And that is our ultimate drive of the game, driven by BMW, your Atlanta BMW Centers, the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. Just one of the many plays that helped Georgia to a 89-60, make it an 81-69 victory over Oakland tonight. So the Dogs now lead the all-time series 2-1, with the home team winning every time in the 3-game series. Our post-game coverage is brought to you in part by Aaron's. Lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. So Georgia gets it done for its 6th win of the season. The Dogs now 6-4 overall, and will be at Georgia Tech next on Saturday. That'll be a noon start, 11:35 for our airtime and our coverage of Bulldogs basketball. But let's put a bow on this one tonight, Chuck, as Georgia gets 81 points on 42% shooting, but not quite that good in the second half. It was a bit of a struggle in that final 20 minutes to get the ball in the basket.
Yeah, I was going to suggest they stop the game, go out and measure that basket to see if it was the same height as the other one, or if it was the same diameter in the middle, because it just seemed like nothing would go. And at one point, we were shooting below 30% from the floor, and we were like 12% from behind the arc. We just really struggled to make baskets there in the second half.
Yeah, just 2 for 13 on three-point shots in the second half.
Wow.
But we did, we did a nice job at the free throw line. We shot 73% from the foul line tonight, 19 of 26 for the game. We were 12 of 16 in the second half, and Nicholas Claxton was at the foul line a lot tonight. He had 12 attempts. He hit 9 of them. He had a double-double for the 4th time this season. Big Clax finished with 17 points and 13 boards. And one of his partners in crime tonight, Rayshawn Hammonds, who got his first double-double, he had 17 points as well, along with 11 rebounds for his effort. Let's give you Claxton's line, though. 17 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, a steal, a couple of turnovers, played 35 minutes, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. He didn't hit a 3 tonight. That's the only thing he didn't do. He was 4 for 12 shooting the basketball, but again, a nice line for the sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, Nicholas Claxton.
No doubt about it. And you know what? It's kind of what we've grown accustomed to seeing with Nicholas on a line across there, because he, like we've pointed out, he is so active on the floor in so many areas. And like I said, one of the areas that you don't chart are deflections, and he gets so many of those. That wingspan of his ability with that wingspan and height to jump, forces guys to make all kinds of mistakes, on offense. I'm talking about opposing teams to make offensive mistakes because of what he can do and the problems he creates with his length and his athletic ability.
Tom Crean used 13 players in tonight's ball game. Is that a good thing, or is that distracting?
Well,
or is it by need?
Right now I think it was by need. Deshaun Hightower had a little situation in the first half where he was not happy with him.
Yes,
and
you got to get somebody else in there, right?
Yeah, and so Christian Harrison came off the bench, and quite honestly, Christian Harrison went in, provided a couple of minutes, did some good things, so he got some playing time again in the second half. Then also a guy we did not see the other night but saw some tonight, Ignas Sargunas, who played well, and he brings a certain calmness to the floor. I think when he's on the floor, he seems to be a little more self-assured about where he wants to go and where the ball needs to go, and make sure that it gets there at the proper moments. I think that Coach Crean likes that when the game seems to be kind of slipping away from Georgia, to kind of get him in to kind of calm things down. For the second game, you've seen Connor O'Neill go in and give the Dogs some good minutes. Tonight it was just one, but he played well in there. And took a hard foul on their big scorer without letting him make a basket.
Oakland a little bit shorthanded tonight. They played 8 guys, but the bulk of their minutes went to their 5 starters. Xavier Hill-Mays was their leading scorer. He almost got to his average. He finished with 21 tonight. He came into the game averaging 23 points per ball game, one of the top scorers in all of college basketballs, in the top 20 there. He finished with 21 points and 9 rebounds to lead the Grizzlies in their statistical categories, but they fall tonight to the Bulldogs 81-69. They're now 4-8. Georgia improves to 6-4. Our post-game coverage brought to you in part by Regions. Some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. Whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Picks Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpicksstudio. Regions, official bank of the SEC. We'll continue with our post-game coverage after this winning night for Georgia. 81-69 over Oakland. Now this on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. And our free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you do something about that check engine light. If your light is on, the Fix Finder can help you find the likely cause for free, helping you save time and money down the road. And right now, we got great low prices on Lucas Complete Fuel Treatment at only $4.99 and Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer at only $10.99. Visit any of our 133 Atlanta AutoZone locations and let us do more for you. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too. And we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Hi, son. You're on speaker. Just got back from the park. Guess I'm getting used to civilian life. Mom's here too.
Hi, honey. Just making dinner. Your sister's into this gluten-free thing. Am I boring you, dear?
It's just good to hear your voice, Mom.
A call from home takes you home. AT&T proudly offers wireless and TV discounts to military veterans and their families. Get started in store or visit att.com/military savings for details. Coverage not available everywhere. Exclusions, eligibility, and other restrictions apply.
Dogs with the ball. Hard pass overhead to Claxton under the basket. He was falling back a little bit, but he got enough of his balance to put it up and in. The pass from Turtle, that's the assist from Jackson. And that's the assist of the game, as a matter of fact, sponsored by State Farm. Here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. Turtle Jackson with the assist. He led the Bulldogs in that category last year with a 115 assists. That was his only one of the night, but he had 14 points, Turtle did, in the ball game. 12 of those coming in the first half on 4 3-pointers. And Georgia finished with 4 guys in double figures as they win the ball game over Oakland tonight, 81-69. Our post-game coverage brought to you in part by Regions and by Aaron's, leased to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Coach Tom Crean joining us now from the winning coaches locker room. And Tom, congratulations on this win. You were able to pull away at the finish there, but I know it got hairy there for a little while in that second half.
Well, I'm really proud of these guys tonight because we were on fumes at times, and it wasn't like we had a very emotional game on Saturday, obviously, and the fans were phenomenal in that. We came a little bit short, and with that, then comes the reality of the disappointment, right? And the key is that you don't let it turn into discouragement. That it's just, the phenomenal minister, Reverend Charles Stanley out of Atlanta, said something a long time ago. And it's in as part of his life principles, and it's just really stuck with me ever since I heard it. He said, all right, disappointment is inevitable, but discouragement is a choice. And I've used that since I've heard it. Disappointments are going to happen. They come. But when we get discouraged, that's something of our own doing. And that's with a team, it's very real. And so, guys were really down the other day. We had to bounce back, and that disappointment turned into energy. It turned into some battling. It turned into, in a good way, it turned into focus, and they went at it. With that, something's got to give, and they were a little fatigued, and we didn't over-practice, but again, they wanted to get back out on the court. So when that happens, the fatigue hits a little bit. You got to reach a little deeper, and that is exactly what these guys did tonight. It wasn't beautiful all the time. By any stretch of the imagination, we're playing a team that makes 11 threes a game with a guy averaging 23 points a game, and a very good coach in Greg Campy. And our guys, they put, I think it was 66, 64, or whatever it was. They put their foot down and they got it done. It was a great finish.
Coach, you point up it's an excellent point that often, one loss can turn into 2 simply because of the disappointment of the one loss.
No question.
And how do you go about coaching that so that doesn't happen?
Well, it starts with me. I mean, and me because I'm the head coach. I mean, it starts with the head coach because there's got to be, we didn't even watch the film of Arizona State till yesterday afternoon after practice. So we had 2 practices before we watched the film. And there's no question, it wasn't a moral victory locker room, and I wasn't like that on the radio show. We had our chances, but what we have to do is we have to bounce right back, and we have to give them the belief that we can get better, that we will get better, that we've got to rebound from it. So it's a matter of not having fake energy. It's a matter of having real energy, coming out with a plan. Here's what we're adding. Here's what we got to clean up. Here's what we've got to get better. A lot of times I'll start with what hurt us to lose a game. Well, I waited and sprinkled that in during practice, so it was right on to our improvement and then getting ready for Oakland. And I think you can make mistakes. I think you can jump right into the other team too quick. I think you can stay in the last game too long. And my belief and theory is when it comes to making a choice, make the choice on making the team better, making the individuals better, and then take the rest of it from there.
Tom, you mentioned to me in the pregame show you wanted to get Turtle Jackson some more looks. he came out smoking in that first half. He hit his first 4 3-pointers. You got him some better looks, and he took advantage of that.
Well, we moved things around, and one of the things we want to do positionless-wise is and we didn't have Jordan tonight. Jordan got hurt in the game, and when I saw him on Sunday, I knew that it was going to be highly unlikely that he would be effective even if he was available, and he wasn't available. So what we do in our offense is we have different things where we can move guys into different positions, and we put Turtle at the 5 spot tonight and moved Tushon to the 1 in the starting lineup. And so what it does is it takes the ball, it gets Turtle the ball in movement, not where he's just the one doing the creating. And it got Tushon the ball creating, where now he gets it more back in movement, and that allows the other guys, especially the other 3 big guys, to have more space. We knew they'd zone tonight. They went zone earlier, and that we thought they might. And Turtle was the beneficiary of spotting up and being ready to shoot. But everybody on our team was so jacked up to watch him hit a couple of shots. And then he got really excited because we came out of a couple of timeouts. We came out of one timeout looking for a post-up, and he fired a 3. But we got to understand time and score. We had 3 straight empty possessions late in the game with 3-point shots that we didn't need when we were 1 or 2 away from the double bonus. We still have to learn that. That's part of that internal view that the point guard's got to have on the court at times to keep it settled in, because we're calling actions to get us in the post and get us around the rim, but all of a sudden the 3-point line is open. Well, we don't necessarily need it right now because we need to get the game stopped so we can get to the foul line, because that's where our bread is being buttered tonight. Our bread is being buttered inside, and that's what we have to learn. But to have Turtle hit shots like that, to have Tushon play the way that he did, those are really good things.
Yeah, I noticed one time late in the game, Xavier Hill-Mays picked up his 4th, and we came down the floor, and rather than go at him down low, we ended up taking a long 3.
Yeah, we don't understand that yet. And I knew we were getting ready for the stretch. We knew we had issues with Derek. We had some fatigue. Ray went down with the ankle. Nick was on fumes. When Ray went down, I was never able to get Nick the break that I wanted him to have, which just goes to show. I mean, those two, Ray and Nick, got 8 rebounds each in the second half. And wow. That's a huge thing. Yes, it's a huge step. And then it turned into free throws, obviously, for Nick. But the ball moved. When the ball's moving, we still got a long way to go to get a style of play and pace the way that we want it. We made 10 threes, which I was surprised at. But when the ball's moving, those things are going to be there. We just got to understand our maturity has got to grow in the way of what is the game giving us. And when it's giving it to us, let's keep taking it until we don't have it anymore. And we missed that a little bit, and then all of a sudden we figured it out again.
Georgia Tech up next.
Yeah, obviously, I told the players, I've been around a lot of great rivalries over a period of time in coaching, and this will be the first with them. So we're expecting them to lead us through how important this game is. And we took some real steps towards being a player-driven team tonight, especially in the closing of the game, and that's important.
Coach, congratulations on this. Thanks very much.
And I got to say this again, 7,500 fans, and they were loud on a Tuesday night in December. Phenomenal. I mean, just absolutely excellent. To have people keep coming the way that they have and the way that they were here on Saturday, and to come back like that tonight, I mean, it's so big to walk out here to start of that game, hear that crowd, feel them during the game, and we just appreciate it so much. I don't want anybody driving home or thinking that they don't matter. Every person that comes into this building has an impact on this team because it's going to create the energy and the enthusiasm that we have to have. And we had recruits here tonight, and that's always very helpful, too, when they walk in and they see a building that's got some life and energy like this. So I'm very appreciative.
Outstanding. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Coach Tom Crean with us here on the Regions post-game show, brought to you by Regions and by Aaron's. And Regions is helping Bulldog fans take their next step. They've awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. So if you've got a goal, get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. We'll give you the final numbers when we come back on the Bulldog Sports Network.
How do you make a Barbasol shave even better? Use the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus razor. With 6 ultra-thin, open-flow blades and a crafted metal handle for easy control, it's sure to give you that trusted, close, comfortable shave you've come to expect from Barbasol. Even better, you can now save time and money when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Go to Barbasol.com and use promo code SHAVE to save $3 off your order today.
Barbasol.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes, official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Hey, Bulldog fans. With Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hey, welcome back to the Regions and Aaron's postgame locker room report. Georgia winner over Oakland tonight, 81-69. Dogs win their 6th game in 10 tries this season. Our postgame coverage is brought to you by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's, and by Regions. Some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. So whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Picks Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpicksstudio. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Let's run through the final stats brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta. And, the best stat is the final score, 81-69 for Georgia. The Bulldogs outscoring Oakland 45-34 in the first half. They led by 11 at intermission. And then, as Chuck pointed out a little while ago, they outscored the Grizzlies by 1 in the second half, 36-35, to win it by 12 points. The leading scorers in the ball game for Georgia, Rayshawn Hammonds and Nicholas Claxton, each with 17 points, each with a double-double as well. Claxton with his 4th of the year, 17 points, 13 rebounds. He had 3 assists and 3 blocks as well, 9 of 12 from the foul line. Hammonds had his first career double-double, 17 points, 11 rebounds. He had an assist, 2 for 2 from the foul line, had a 3-point shot in 30 minutes. Dogs had 2 other players in double figures, Tyshawn Hightower with 16, and Turtle Jackson with a season-best 14-point effort. He was 4 of 7 on threes, 5 of 8 from the field. He was 4 for 4 to start the ball game on 3-point shots in the first half and had 12 points in the first 20 minutes of play. The rest of the scoring for Georgia, Tyree Crump off the bench with 6. Derek Ogbede had 5 points and 8 rebounds tonight. And then it was Christian Harrison with 2 points on 2 for 4 shooting from the foul line. Ty Fagan had 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists off the bench in 7 minutes of play. Amanze Ngumeze with a field goal tonight and 2 rebounds. He had 2 points and 2 boards in 6 minutes. No one else scored for the Dogs as Georgia shoots 42% of the ball game. They out-rebound Oakland by 13, 47-34. For the Golden Grizzlies, they were led by Xavier Hill-Mays, their talented forward, with 21 points and 9 rebounds. He had 3 assists as well in 36 minutes on the floor. 3 other players in double figures for Oakland. Javen Cumberland had 14 points. Braden Norris, their freshman point guard, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. And Trey Maddox, in his first start tonight, had 12 points and a rebound and an assist in 28 minutes of play. The rest of their lineup, James Beck, who fouled out of the contest, had 5 points and 9 rebounds. And Karmari Newman, 4 points and 2 rebounds. Brad Brechting had 5 rebounds but did not score in tonight's contest. They shoot 36% in the ball game. and they were 10 of 27 from three. Georgia was 10 of 28 from three-pointers. The Dogs dominated in the paint, 28 to 18 points in the paint. Oakland had 23 points to 15 on points off turnovers. Dogs win second chance points category, 18 to 7, and off the bench, 12 to 9. As Georgia wins it 81 to 69 to improve to 6-4 for the year, and we'll now get ready for Georgia Tech on Saturday at noon. Chuck, any final thoughts?
Georgia Tech, noon on Saturday. That's all you need to know. That's Coach Crean, his first taste of this rivalry, and the great thing is I was looking back, Scott, since our loss to them in 2016 in football. If you take football, basketball, and baseball together, we're 10-0 against Georgia Tech. So I'm all for making that 11-0.
That's a pretty good record. I'm with you on that. Yes. Yeah, 11:35 is our airtime on Saturday morning for our coverage of Bulldogs basketball. It's a noon start at McCamish Pavilion for Georgia and Georgia Tech on Saturday. Again, our final today, Georgia 81, Oakland 69. We've got more of the Regions Aaron's post-game locker room report from our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios with Cabell Philpott. He's next. So for Chuck and for Tony, I'm Scott. We'll see you on Saturday in Atlanta for the Bulldogs and the Yellow Jackets. Now this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. A team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by AutoZone. Keep your engine light in check with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service that helps you troubleshoot the problem. Let's get you what you need. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
In the Southeastern Conference, we are driven by the quest for more. More titles, more NCAA records, but also more renewable energy sources for some of the nation's greenest campuses. For more partnerships with NASA, the NSA, and the UN. For more billions pumped into our state economies. Our 14 leading universities know that no matter how much we achieve, we can always do more. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Welcome back inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Cabell Philpott with you. Georgia downs Oakland 81-69 tonight on the hardwood. Let's take a look at some of the other SEC scores. Alabama up 66-58 on Liberty and Huntsville. 6:55 remaining in the ball game there. Florida beating Mercer 60-52 early first half of that second half of that ball game at the artist formerly known as the O'Connell Center. As we take a look at the top 25, number 1 Kansas 79, South Dakota 49 in the Fog, 4:08 remaining in the ball game there, and Syracuse down 57-53 to 14th ranked Buffalo, 6:39 remaining in the ball game. That game at the Carrier Dome. Buffalo undefeated at 10-0 on the season, trying to beat their in-state rival, the Syracuse Orange. Again, Buffalo up 57-53 on Syracuse. Final score, from Stegman Coliseum. Georgia 81, Oakland 69. We'll wrap things up on the other side of this timeout right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, and they're also there for the times they're not. But you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. Like with the AutoZone Rewards program. You'll earn a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. It's just one more way to get more done. Take advantage of new low prices on STP oil, starting at $16.99 for a 5-quart jug of STP conventional motor oil. Visit any of our 133 Atlanta AutoZone locations and let us do more for you. See terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz Vans, built for you. The all-new Sprinter, built in the USA.
Hey, Bulldog fans. With Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit. And you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
We are the Georgia Bulldogs. Day in and day out, we push ourselves to the limit, always going the extra mile to be the best we could possibly be. With a work ethic that never quits and a spirit that never wavers.
At Ford, it's this kind of commitment that makes F-Series America's best-selling truck. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today or visit buyfordnow.com.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs.
This broadcast of Georgia basketball is authorized under rights granted to IMG College, LLC, and JMI Sports by the University of Georgia and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, retransmission, or commercial use or the descriptions and accounts of this game without the express written consent of IMG College, JMI Sports, and the University of Georgia is prohibited. The announcers are selected by IMG College and approved by the University of Georgia.
Dogs victorious on the hardwood tonight, beating Oakland 81-69 as they turn their sights to Atlanta, Georgia, and the matchup with Georgia Tech on Saturday at high noon, 11:35 airtime around these same radio network stations. The Dogs and the Jackets, clean old-fashioned hate on the hardwood, live from the Flats on Saturday. For our entire broadcast crew, I'm Cabell Philpott saying goodnight, reminding you once again the final score, Georgia 81, Oakland 69. Dogs on top.
You've been listening to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Today's coverage has been brought to you by Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. By Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. The executive producers of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network are Tom Stoltz and Tim Pernetti. Associate producers Tom McDonald and Chris Ferris. Network manager Adam Witten. I'm staff announcer Carl Shannon. Special thanks to the University of Georgia, Athletics Director Greg McGarity, and to the staff and management of Cox Media Group. Georgia Basketball is an exclusive presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, powered by IMG and JMI Sports.